we really trying to make this like a real legit sports show here. When y'all call in, either listen to the segment or don't call in asking us to repeat everything we've already talked about. Seriously.
Yeah.
Listen to the segment. That's real annoying. Listen to the segment. And if you
stop being nice about it, Bruce. Tell the truth. Y'all tripping. I'll try to get recaps in like 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, when we take 20, 30 minutes really breaking down the nuances of a topic. What you say? What you think about that? Really? Don't do that. Don't pay attention. Then if you want to call in, we welcome your call, all right? If
Straight
not,
up.
don't do it. Oh, my goodness. All right. So
he's gonna grab a tissue. This is one of the times.
This is one of those. What is wrong with this dude? Yo, Transform is my guy, man.
Because he knows who you're talking about too, bro.
Oh my goodness. He's got the tissue. He's got the tissue. Oh man.
He even waved it a little bit. You guys.
Hey, Bruce.
What's the matter with you, man?
And he pissed you off for the final time.
I'm just saying, man. Nah, big look, you're laughing, but you know, when we talk these topics, we take our time and we break these things down, right? Ooh. We get into the weeds with these topics, do we not?
Yes, we do, man.
Right. So why would anybody call? Hey, what you think about this? What you think about that? Weren't you listening? If you do that, I'm gonna hang up on you. Don't do that.
Yo, dial tone, that'd be crazy.
Hey, you need my friend Tone. Tone likes to talk to people. Yeah, you can meet my friend Tone for sure. All right, let's get to it.
Okay, bro.
Transformer is a sick dude. We see this, right? There's something wrong with this guy.
Hey, here's Bruce. Hey, man, let's welcome all the channel members. But listen, man, y'all stop calling in on that BS, bro.
What's wrong with you?
It was a total pivot.
Yeah, but I didn't help, bro. I was behind him 100%, bro, because I'm with it, bro.
Okay. All right. Can we
go ahead, bro?
Can we rock and roll?
Oh boy.
Steve, you got a quick hit, my brother?
I got one, man.
Yes. Okay. What's your quick hit, man?
All right. So the Cleveland Browns have put out some messaging that insinuates Deshaun Watson is in the catbird seat to be the starting quarterback week 1. He is the most likely starter week 1.
Didn't I say something like that?
And to that, I say this. The coach, the GM, and the owner go to hell.
Damn.
Go to hell.
Money.
You clearly have a talented player.
Money.
In Shedeur Sanders.
Money.
He has talent. You need to know if it's talent worth investing in moving forward.
But they got 2 years.
Look, we're talking about messaging. It's like a deposit, right? They're making a deposit to say, you know, this is telling Deshaun Watson, like, this is yours to lose. Well, what is the messaging to Shedeur?
We know what this is about, Sneed. I'm with you, but we know what this is.
So when are we going to have an off season where me, you, Transformer, we don't have to say things like the Browns be Browning?
Never.
Like when do we just get to say, man, they had a nice off season. It looks like they reconstructed parts of their team. It looks like they're on the right track. You know, they made a couple good decisions. They seem organized. They seem like they're on a mission and they got a process. Nah, Browns be Browning because of nonsense like this. Bro, this dude's body is now falling apart. And the last time it was healthy, he couldn't throw the ball. Yeah. How is that your likely starter for week 1?
Sneed, you're looking at this between the thank you, Transform. Sneed is looking at this between the lines because he wants his team to be competitive. I certainly understand that. But the Browns made a horrible mistake giving Deshaun Watson all that guaranteed money. You can't have a healthy guy making $40+ million just sitting there
on the bench.
Yeah, you gotta play him and see if he's got anything left, and if he doesn't, then Shedeur takes the job.
Or see, like, and then you also trying to see what his value is. Like, hey, can I get off him? Does anybody want him?
Nah, nobody wants him.
No,
you know.
Right. I get what you're saying. In principle, I get what both you are saying. However, there's this thing called real life. There's this thing called like the world which we live in, and we have seen some things from Shedeur that warrant him to be a serious consideration as the week 1 starter, because your future is 100% not Deshaun Watson.
110%.
But here we are playing this game. Browns be Browning.
That $40 million can't sit it on the bench.
That's it.
And that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna make a bad decision, and we're gonna compound it to drive that decision even deeper and make it even worse. That's what we're gonna do.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Browns be Browning.
Browns be Browning.
It's the money, man. It's the money. And for whatever reason, I think Jimmy Haslam somehow has some sort of relationship with Deshaun Watson. And so he's probably like, I'm going to give him one more chance.
Hanging out too much at them.
Listen.
Well, he was at his wedding or something like that.
He went to man's wedding.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, he did. So I think they have some sort of, I don't know. But anyway, okay. There you go.
Nah, it's crazy.
All right, Transformer, you're a quick hit, man.
Oh boy. I guess we're just gonna give out just bad news.
Okay.
About bad people. I mean, it's not even bad news. It's already been news. Ja Morant. Come to the forefront, please, brother.
Man, I thought he was gonna say Tiger Woods, bro.
Tiger Woods.
I could have.
I was like the way you said that.
I could have.
Yeah, that would.
But Ja Morant, because his hit's a little bit closer to home. Because he's in my home. Memphis, Tennessee. The Memphis Grizzlies
touche.
has been shut down with a UFC sprain in his left elbow.
You mean
Marking.
UCL?
What'd I say?
You say UFC?
Oh, my bad.
No,
I'm
he said
thinking
UCL,
MMA.
I thought.
No, he said UFC.
No, he said UCL, bro. Stop
he
playing.
said UFC. I swear.
Chat,
Bro,
what did I say?
He said a
damaged your
UFC
headphones.
sprain.
You damaged your headphones the last time you ripped them off when Bruce started talking.
Somebody go back and check. He said a UFC sprain.
He said UCL. Go on.
Okay.
He said UCL, but go ahead.
Okay, baby. But what have I said? All right. UCL.
Yes.
All right. UCL sprain in his left elbow, marking only 20 games played in this season, which marks the third consecutive season where he's maxed out at 50 games. In 3 seasons combined, Ja Morant has played 79 games in 3 seasons. How many games are in the season?
Out of here, man.
82.
How many games are in the regular season?
82.
So you've played less than 1 season in 3 seasons. Number 1 selling shoe. The man's shoe is fire. I like it.
The number 1 selling shoe?
I mean, well, I'm probably not number 1, but it's up there.
Okay.
I guarantee you it's up there.
Yeah.
I guarantee Ja Morant's shoe is up
And you
there.
said it's a good shoe.
It's a good shoe. I like the shoe.
Okay.
I mean, some dope colorways. It's an icy blue and white one that came out. Oh, God. I mean, they're doing a great job with Nike. You got Nike on your backside, so you good.
But nobody knows about the shoe because he ain't wearing them because he ain't playing.
Nobody knows about him. It's the opposite. I see the man's shoes more than I see this man on the floor. Ja Morant has averaged 19.5 points per game, which is his third lowest of his career, going behind only his sophomore season in the NBA. Marking his first time under 20 points per game in the last 5 years. Not only that, he also shot his worst from the 3-point line, 0.23, 23.5% from the 3-point line. Marking his lowest field goal percentage, 41%, which is second lowest, only comparable to his second year in the league at 45% from the field. Playing only 28.5 minutes per game, playing awful basketball. So you got multiple things going on with you, Ja Morant. One, your health is now a big problem.
Big problem.
Big problem. This marks what, the third major injury you've had in your career? And we're only 7 years in. Now you got the other problem. the off the court issues, the buffoonery, the tomfoolery that you have going on off the court. Then now in the interviews. Then now against your teammates in practice. It's a whole lot spiraling backwards. I call it hustling backwards when you're trying to be one of the best players in the NBA. Ja Morant, right along Zion Williamson out of that draft, we're supposed to be the next evolution, the next stage of American basketball players to take this league over and to the next level. Well, God damn it, it's a huge disaster so far. Zion Williamson can barely stay on the court. If not, he's in the news talking about some off-the-court issues dealing with others that sell their souls for money. In another word for souls, I'm not going to say it on live TV. Well, live YouTube, but y'all get what I'm saying. But Ja Morant, man, it is time. It is time, bro. Matter of fact, it's past time. It's way past Dame time o'clock. Bro, do something and do it fast. Get it right fast. Whoever you have at your disposal as friends, colleagues, and associates, delete them all. Start over anew. Go get baptized. Do something. Because this has to start over. You need 26 years old.
He's young, man.
Young. And he was aiming at a trajectory of being not, if not the best, but one of the best point guards in the NBA. That was his trajectory.
A lot of potential.
A lot of potential. When he's on the court, oh, it's showtime. He's about to bam on somebody. He's about to make a crazy athletic play. He's about to make a hustle three at the end. He's about to fight for a comeback. He's a dog when he's on the floor.
You know, people want to like him, man.
They do.
You know, he's not it's not like he's an unlikable player. They like his game.
No, he's an exciting player.
Yeah,
sure. Absolutely. He's like Russell Westbrook with issues.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah.
That's what he should be. So Ja Morant, man, please. For the sake, well, you're no longer in Memphis. You might as well go. I mean, that's over. That ship has sailed. Triple J is gone. They got Dylan Brooks up out of there. Ja Morant, I'm just waiting on the breaking news thing to come across and say Ja Morant's been traded to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not easy to move, though.
He's going to have to get out of there.
Yeah.
He's got to get out of there. And this is make it sound like I'm speaking bad on Memphis because I'm from Memphis, man. I love Memphis. I love my family. I love my friends. I love my people. But that's just not the place for him. It's just not. 7 years, and what do you have to show for it in Memphis?
Yeah.
Ever since he said, we good out here? We good in the West?
It was the opposite.
That was the mountaintop that they were on.
Yeah.
And they had to go down the other side of the mountain. They've been spiraling ever since.
They did have some high points, Transformer. There were some good moments out there.
That was the peak.
Yeah.
That was the peak, the Western Conference Finals run. The battles between, I think, the Trailblazers and such teams. They were fighting until he opened his mouth and said what he said.
Shouldn't have said that.
And got cooked.
For sure.
And got cooked in the postseason. So
like,
that's my quickie, guys.
It always backfires, man. Anytime somebody says something, not 4, not 5, like it never
works out.
It never works.
Why you gotta bring up old stuff, Sneed?
No, I'm just saying that's the show as a case study. It always works out that way.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever worked out for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, didn't Joe Theismann have like a guarantee or something?
No, he didn't have a guarantee. What you're thinking about is Joe Theismann, go Irish. His name is no, there's a reason I'm telling that part. His name is actually Joe Theismann. And when he went to Notre Dame, I don't know if it's one of his coaches or something, told him, change it to Theismann to rhyme with Heisman. But he never won the Heisman, even though he was really good at Notre Dame.
That's sad.
Yeah. So it was like a thing. So he said he called his dad and I think his grandfather and asked him, how do you all feel about this, whatever. He said, go for it. And since then, he's been known as Joe Theismann. But yeah, his name is actually Joe Theismann.
And my final quick hit as I wrap up Ja Morant. Yeah. Everybody, family and friends, the Format Podcast, my brother Sneed and Bruce.
Yes.
Tomorrow is my wife's birthday. And I
Yeah,
would like
Team
to say
Nurse.
happy birthday to my lovely wife of 11 years.
Yeah.
Happy
She
birthday.
turned a big 48. Okay, my bad. My
Why
bad.
you
My
out
bad.
here?
Bro, it's 28. What you mean 38?
Oh,
Bro,
28.
man.
I had the numbers wrong. She turns 28 tomorrow. She
There you
turns
go.
38. A lovely 38.
You almost
There you
got
go.
live
man.
on live stream, man.
I
Yeah.
love you.
Shout out
About to
Team
smack
Nurse.
half that beard off your face, bro.
Shout out Team Nurse.
That's my homie right there. That's what's up, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right. Ed Dog, I'm gonna steal one of your quick hits real quick. And then I'll give my own. So Ed Dog had a very good quick hit that I had forgotten about, so I want to give him a shout out. He always comes with good quick hits. So the first one is that the owner of the Houston Rockets has bought the WNBA's Connecticut Sun. And this season will be the final season that the Connecticut Sun play in Connecticut. They have won a WNBA championship, but this will be the final season they play there. And then the next season they will move to Houston, and they will be reconstituted as the Houston Comets.
Oh,
now,
damn.
for those of y'all who know anything about the WNBA, the Houston Comets won the first 4 WNBA championships.
Who was on that team, Bruce?
Tina Thompson and Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper, and they were bad. They were dominant.
Pioneers.
Yes, sir.
By the way, that was some damn good basketball.
Damn good
that
basketball.
time, bro. Yeah.
Right.
They were dominant.
Yeah, for sure. So, shout out to Ed Dog in the chat for that one. But yeah, we are going to see the Houston Comets come back. So that's after this year, the final year of the Connecticut Sun. So
that's an investment for the future, man. They kind of know that the WNBA is on the upswing, right?
Yeah.
Well, you better hope so, because they have two they're gonna have 2 expansion teams this year, which I think is a little early to have 2 expansion teams.
How many teams are there, Bruce? Now
It's the right time to buy it.
14.
They have 14 now.
Yeah.
This is the perfect time to buy it.
But I get what you're saying, but to me, having expansion teams when your league has not yet turned a profit is just so I don't.
What was the NBA's timeline like when? Because they expanded all the time. They expanded in the 70s. They expanded in the 80s, and they weren't. I think they were struggling in the 70s, weren't they?
Yeah, they weren't making huge money, but I don't believe they were in the red in the 70s, though.
I think they were.
We'd have to check that. Somebody in the chat, find out what was the first.
I think the NBA was not profitable for the first 3 decades of their existence.
All right. Well, somebody in the chat, check that out for us. What year did the NBA first turn a profit? That's what we.
Yeah, that's a good joint for Chat GPT or
Grok
or whatever.
1980s. 1984.
AI.
See,
that was the first year the NBA turned a profit.
Yeah. Bro, because they wouldn't put them on live TV because they weren't generating the money.
The NBA started in like 1948.
I'm telling you, dog.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I remember
the league was largely unprofitable and considered in trouble but turned it around in the 1980s.
See, in order to turn the profit,
40 years.
You got to think about all the things that the NBA had to nail, right? It
How
was
did you
like
phrase that question, Transformer?
Say what now?
What did you ask it? What was that?
What year did the NBA become profitable?
Yeah, what was the first year the NBA turned a profit?
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's almost 40 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why when everybody's tripping about the W, it's like, well, if the NBA is the case study, I mean, they're right on time.
You know what just occurred to me? And you're right. You're right in what you're saying. What just occurred to me is that, remember in the 70s, they also had about 7 or 8 seasons they had to split basketball attention and revenue with the ABA. So who knows if the ABA is not there, if they might have turned that corner just a little sooner.
I mean, the merger probably accelerated it, right? Because you combine team, you don't take attention from one another. Yeah. By the way, the ABA had the most exciting players.
Yeah. Dr. J and those guys.
Yeah.
Dr. J, Spencer Haywood, Iceman, Moses Malone. Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right. That's good stuff.
In 1981, 16 of 23 teams lost money.
16 to 23. So it was like the Knicks, Celtics, Lakers, your more established teams that had historical context.
Yeah.
Sixers, probably
Most teams depended on an $800,000 check from CBS just to stay afloat. That was before the end of the decade. The NBA and NBC sounded the 4-year, $600 million deal. That's wild. I did not know it took that damn long. That's 40 years.
Yeah, that's. I didn't realize it took that long either.
I did. I knew it.
Steve was on it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, my second quick hit is this. We hear so often about when we hear about like hard-nosed coaches and whatnot, they keep saying, "Oh, you can't coach that way anymore. Oh, these kids are different," and blah blah blah. And I get it. You can't be Bob Knight or what's another example? Larry Brown probably wouldn't last too long today. Guys like that, but there is still room for tough coaching and hard-nosed leadership. Right? We see it with a guy like Dan Hurley, who won 2 national championships at UConn. We see it with a guy like Jay Wright, who won 3 championships at Villanova. Bill Self, who I believe has won like 13 straight Big 12 conference titles at Kansas. So there is room for tough coaching. I get it that you do need to adapt somewhat in your methodology. But I think that there is room for that, because when you soften everything up, and we see it not just in sports, but across society, right? We see how our society looks because there's a general degradation of standards. So anyway, I heard something today, just a short little locker room speech, I guess a halftime speech by Rick Pitino, one of the greatest college basketball coaches ever. And I freaking loved it. So for my quick hit, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought it was amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and play that right now.
Wax Museum.
Sure. That's okay.
You need the music like an intro.
That's
Let's go down to
the Wax Museum with big baritone Bruce Hope. Take it away.
All right, let's go. This is Rick Pitino talking to his St. John's. Are they what are they? The Johnnies, I guess? No, the Red Storm. The St. John's Red Storm.
Bro.
Yeah, the nickname is the Johnnies. That's what they
okay.
But yeah, no, the St. John's Red Storm, and this is what he was saying to them sometime this season at halftime.
Dig in and be a basketball player. Dig in. Every time you miss a shot, your game deflates. We don't care about your missed shots. Play defense. You guys keep blowing opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity. You're like children with bad things happening. Instead of digging in and be tougher, you wilt. Where is your toughness? Where have you guys been raised that you're so weak mentally that you just give up when something doesn't go right for you? Don't you know what adversity is all about? That's the game of life, not the game of basketball. You don't get down when things go wrong. You dig in and get tougher. Your whole life's going to be adversity. Learn how to deal with it.
I love it.
The best, bro. The best.
I love it.
Yeah.
God damn.
You're like kids.
Stop being a bitch.
Straight up.
Play defense. Like, yo.
Now, if he would have said that, though, that B word, I think they would have tuned him out.
They definitely would have.
They may have been wanting to throw hands.
Yeah.
Who you calling the B word, bro?
Yeah.
I said stop being one. Are you?
I love it.
All right.
I love it.
That was beautiful. You know what, Roy Jones Jr. I forget the boxer's name.
Yeah.
One the other day. And Buddy was down the scorecards, and Roy kept it straight with him. He was like, bro, box, fight back, or quit.
What round was that?
I don't know. I gotta go back and look at which
early, middle, late.
It was middle. I think it was like one of the middle rounds. And Buddy ended up winning. He was like, bro, you can go out there and fight back or quit boxing. That's it. Because you're out there getting bitched around right now.
Yeah.
He's like, he's beating you up. So go out there and box or quit boxing.
Yeah.
That's it. And like Buddy came out, start piecing dude up. Like, nah.
One time my daughter told me that her coach was being hard on her. Yeah. And I said, good.
Right.
Good. And she's like, well, it wasn't very nice. I'm like, gooder.
Better. Hey, she was looking for daddy to come to
Yeah, she was
Daddy,
looking
say
for
something to him.
support.
Good.
I'm like, not here now. Nope. Not
All
happening.
right.
Your coach is right. You are wrong.
So Ed Dog says, let me ask the people in the chat and the people in the panel, would you let a coach talk like that? Talk
Absolutely.
to your kids like that. Let's be honest. Me,
Absolutely.
I'm no problem with it, so I'm asking y'all. I would freaking love it.
Absolutely.
Now, if you putting hands on my kid, then we got a little
Bro,
Yeah,
we know
at
the
that
line.
point, that's a different conversation.
We know the line, but so does Patino.
Right, exactly. This here, you coaching hard because, like he said, this is life, man. Life is gonna have tough times. You be all right, you know.
Bro, the game's going south. You need to get your message across. You
Right,
have to say what you have to say.
right. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, those are my quick hits, man. I loved it. I loved
Beautiful.
it. All right. We ready? We ready to get going? We got a serious topic to start this thing, man.
You know, when I first saw this, I didn't know what flag was. Bruce?
No.
Flag? Florida.
Yeah, first time I saw it, I'm like, what is flag versus the NFL? Cooper Flag's got problems with the league. All right, bro.
Or it could have been the flag football tournament that cooked the NFL.
Florida AG.
Yeah, Florida Attorney General. Okay, guys. So listen, here's the deal, right? We are at a time of, man, I want to say unprecedented division and strife in our country, but we did have that whole Civil War thing. So, you know, this might be second to that. But, you know, we got a lot of divisions going on, right? We have extreme division politically. We have extreme division along racial lines. We have extreme division along theological lines. We have extreme division, along immigrant/nationalist lines. Like, it's crazy. Like, you know, America's supposed to be what it is, right? The land of dreams and the land of opportunity and everybody coming together to be the greatest country in the world. And right now we're not acting like that. There's so much division. And so some of the biggest division that we have in our nation is along political lines, right? Obviously the Democrats and Republicans are at each other's throats, and they're more diametrically opposed at this point than I can probably ever remember in my life, going back to like grade school, right? I don't think I've ever seen it like this before. And so Florida is obviously a pretty conservative state. Well, it's not necessarily super conservative in terms of its voting patterns, but it's conservative in terms of its leadership, right? And so the Florida Attorney General, I think his name is James Othmeyer. Yeah, James Othmeyer. We got a problem here. So as we know, when the Trump administration came into power after the last election, one of their big points was dismantling DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives throughout the country, right? And so, you know, a lot of people felt how they felt about that. I'm not here to necessarily talk about that per se, but that was a big thing. And so that's also been a big thing in Florida, right? Governor Ron DeSantis has a, you know, similar Trump type mindset, and so do many of the people in his cabinet. So the Florida Attorney General has basically gone at the NFL because he is saying that the Rooney Rule, if you're familiar with the Rooney Rule, I'll explain that in a second. He's saying that the Rooney Rule is illegal in Florida. And what is the Rooney Rule? The Rooney Rule is a rule that the NFL as a league put in place to help to create more diverse front offices and coaching staffs across the league. Basically, the Rooney Rule says you have to interview at least one minority candidate for any of these positions.
Which includes women now in 2022.
Yes, sure. And that doesn't mean that you have to hire one, because we've seen, and let's be real, we've seen a lot of sham interviews of minority candidates just to check the Rooney Rule box. So we can't say that it's necessarily worked the way it was designed, but we have seen some major guys get hired. Mike Tomlin got hired. He had his Rooney Rule interview, blew the interview away, and was a two-time Super Bowl participant, one-time Super Bowl champion, and an 18-year head coach of the Steelers, right? And so, we have seen this happen in some cases. But the Rooney Rule doesn't say you must hire a minority candidate. It says you must interview one, which I don't think is unreasonable, because maybe it gives somebody an opportunity to get into the room where they might not have had that opportunity before, right? So, they're not saying the Jacksonville Transformers have to hire a black coach. They're saying you have to interview one, and maybe he says, all right, I'm going to interview Bruce Hope, and Bruce Hope gets in there, gets up on the whiteboard, gives my vision for the Jacksonville Transformers and what they're going to be going forward. And you say, damn, okay, I wouldn't even have known. All right, let's give this guy a shot, right? So James Uthmeyer, the Attorney General of the state of Florida, says that because he believes it's a DEI practice, diversity, equity, inclusion, he believes that the NFL is in violation of Florida law, and as such, they need to pull the Rooney Rule at the very least when dealing with the Dolphins, the Bucks, and the Jags. So he calls it outright discrimination, which is absurd. It's not discriminatory to say you must interview someone. It would be discriminatory to say you must hire someone. So now that I've given the background on that, I'm going to start with Sneed because I don't want to be discriminatory and go with Transformer first. Although Sneed is a minority also. But the point is, guys, what do you think about this? Transformer, you're an idiot, man.
Sneed like, what the hell am I? I think I'm minority too.
Right.
Kick it off, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve's just light skinned. That's all, bro. That's all that is. Okay, so
yeah,
I would like to just start this off by saying the NFL is probably the most racist league of all time. I think more so than both the NBA and Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least till now. I mean, let's just be honest, man. You see the ownership, you see how all this stuff looks and how they act and how they move. There's the undertone. It's there, damn it. Just saying. Now, the thing about what the Rooney Rule was made for was just about opportunities. There's no guarantee of any job being awarded or being assigned, So I'm with you there, Bruce.
Yeah.
And then I'll speak to the social climate that we currently have.
Sure.
Okay. This current presidential administration, and I'm just speaking to the thing that I'm a big part of, like you guys know about my tech YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
There are many companies who have been using DEI within their company structure for hiring for years.
Yeah.
They have been trying to merge and acquire big companies.
Mm-hmm.
In order to be approved for those mergers and acquisitions, the administration, the FCC, all these federally appointed agencies refuse to give the blessing of these mergers and acquisitions unless they eliminate DEI. So AT&T acquired Lumen, a fiber provider. Verizon acquired Frontier, a fiber provider. T-Mobile acquired US Cellular and all these other assets.
Mm-hmm.
They said, you want your deal? Fine. Get rid of DEI.
Mm-hmm.
It is on their agenda to destroy anything resembling, sounding like DEI.
Mm-hmm.
It is on their to-do list. And this guy in Florida, whoever he is, wants nothing more than to put a feather in his cap and kiss someone's ass than by getting this destroyed. This is a personal thing for that attorney general. He views this as a personal victory if he can do this, and he would be serving his supreme leader. So everybody who's here knows what I'm talking about. I don't need to expound on it anymore. But if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a damn duck.
Mm-hmm. Shout out, man, down Mel. What up? Being here, bro.
Man, down Mel.
Go ahead, Transformer, your thoughts, man.
Ah, man. Another day at the office, fellas.
Yeah, for sure.
It's another day at the office, man. I mean, once I saw the name, because I ain't even realized the topic, I thought it was flag football.
You're a fool, man.
So when I went back and I reviewed the notes,
and
what you're talking about, I'm like, Florida Attorney General, what the hell are we going on?
Yeah.
Then I looked at who it was. Then I realized he's a Republican out of Florida under the governor, Ron DeSantis.
Yeah.
And he's the former senior advisor of the Trump administration.
There you go.
At that point, I just stopped caring.
Mm-hmm.
Literally just following the leader.
Yeah.
Putting that Sneed put that so great. I can't even follow it up, but pause. The feather in his cap to kiss somebody's ass, because what's coming up next?
Midterms.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So how do I look good in front of the eyes of Ron DeSantis? I'm gonna say Ron DeSantis in the Trump administration.
That's a great take. Yeah.
Let's do something that fits their agenda in the most crucial way, and let's hit one of the biggest brands in sports, that being the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go and make Roger Goodell have to now answer to me because I put this cease letter in there. I'm the one that's about to shut this down. Do you know how big of a feather that's going to be? A multi-billion-dollar corporation, and you told them to shut something down? How much power do you have?
That would be crazy.
How much power do you have? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, he's pushing just for it to happen in Florida because obviously that's Florida law. But if you're the NFL, you can't just do that for 3 teams. Right?
See what I'm getting at?
Yes, sir. Okay.
See what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Because it starts here. Roger Goodell ain't finna just sanctionize Florida and be like, all right, everybody else but Florida. Another state gonna step up. Yo, what about us?
Yeah.
What about us? There's more conservative states out there.
Texas.
You guys want to laugh, bro? This is hilarious. In the state of New York, the state attorney general has made it law. You have to offer a $10 a month subsidized home internet option in the entire state of New York for people that qualify, right? Low income.
Oh, that's good. That's
okay.
Good.
See, I'm the same way. That's good, right?
Yeah.
Nope. AT&T's like, we don't really want to do this. And the state of New York's like, no, you have to. It's our law here. Guess what AT&T did?
Pulled out of New York.
Packed up and left.
Yeah.
Pulled out of New York.
He's packed up and left. They're like, see you later. They don't sell internet in New York, bro.
That's not gonna hurt AT&T. Like, what are we doing?
Bro, that's a statement.
Yeah, it is.
That is a statement. It's not about the money.
Yeah.
We're talking about a company that generates $40 billion of free cash flow every 2 years.
That's
about
$40 billion. That's about weaponizing the technology and keeping certain people from having it. We know what it is.
They don't care, bro. But they see that, and then I keep watching. I'm like, oh wow, AT&T, the CEO. I'm listening to his earnings. So complimentary of the FCC, the same people he wrecked his DEI program for, because they said, hey, you want Lumen, you want this fiber company, sure, get rid of bro. They are serving the supreme leader.
Yeah, I got AT&T as my cell phone carrier. I might have to get off of that.
When you know something, it's hard to unknow it, Bruce.
Yeah, I didn't know until just now. I might have to. Yeah.
If I told everybody that the cocoa that they're eating, that chocolate came from slaves picking it, they wouldn't buy that chocolate no more.
Right.
If it doesn't say fair trade on it, see, you can't unknow what you know.
Yeah. Well, you just ruined that for me.
I just ruined it for everybody. You guys better go and get you some fair trade chocolate. Let me tell you something.
No doubt, man. Down Mel, no doubt, man. Wish you could have been here. I know you would have had some great commentary on this topic.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so it's crazy because one of my things is, right, and I know you guys hear me say this all the time. I don't mind if people disagree with something, but I always say, cool, if you disagree with me, show me where I lied. And this guy is flat out lying because, as we mentioned, you're not forcing them to hire anyone. You're only forcing them to have the opportunity.
But what's he going to say, Bruce?
To get the job via the interview process.
But what he's going to say is, by you taking time to interview an quote unquote undeserving candidate, you're missing out on people. No,
you're not.
That opportunity.
No, you're not.
I know what they're saying, Bruce. I know these people, bro.
No, I get you. But it's absurd because you can interview as many people as you want to before you make your final decision. You can do that as many people. You can interview 20 people, 50 people, 100 people if you want to. Obviously, most teams are not interviewing 50 or 100. But the point is, you can interview as many as you like. So you interviewing one minority candidate is not taking the job away from someone else. But that is the narrative that gets pushed, right? And again, I don't want to go too deep into the political rabbit hole here, but the replacement theory,
but
right?
It's policy.
It's over and over,
But Bruce, it's policy. It's inevitable. You can't avoid this. It is politics.
Yeah.
You can't go. It's literally it's for purpose. This is a guy. This is for politics.
No, I Sneed, brother.
You think he cares about people?
No, of course not.
What part of this shows he gives a damn about anybody?
Sneed, look, you know I feel it. I'm black and I'm a Muslim. You know what I mean? I hear you completely. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
You're an Arab American. You're a Muslim. Transformers.
And there's probably some clown out there right now saying, "No, this is cool." You know, like what?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Just another day at the office, Prebbles.
And you know what else that same person said? You want to hear some other quotes from that same person?
Yes.
I got a couple black friends. Let me tell you.
I got 4.
Racist?
4 of my friends are black.
You know what this is about. I work with a black guy. Hell, everybody loves Tyrone. You know?
Hey, that was racist. Why his name had to be Tyrone, though?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the things they say.
How many white Tyrones you know?
I know one, bro.
I don't think I've met any.
I met one. That shit was crazy.
No one.
This dude's like, my name's. I'm like, are you serious?
For real? On your birth certificate, it says that?
Yeah, yeah, bro. I was
You're
just
a
like,
legend.
what? Yeah.
Oh man,
You're a legend.
That's hilarious. Well, could have been like Tyrell. Oh, UConn is climbing back into this thing. They're doing the Patino thing. Play some effing defense.
Play some defense.
Real quick, while we touch on that. So the guy Terrace Reed Jr., who opened up the tournament with like 27 rebounds in that game, you can tell that Duke has made and they have the size pause, but they've made a concerted effort. With 6 minutes left in the game, he has 7 rebounds. So they're like, keep this guy off the glass.
Well, you gotta do the work before. You can't just decide, okay, I'm just gonna jump over and get this. No, you have to basically get him out of the paint. Right.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. So I mean that's something that you notice just looking at the stat line and whatnot. But man,
that's a big ass dude, bro. What the hell?
A big dude. He's like 6'11", like 265, something like that.
He's
like prototypical center size.
Right.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah. So anyway, all right, let's open up the phone lines, man. We don't normally get too much into the politics and those type of things on this show, but I thought that this was a serious topic. And even though we have fun here, we also try to be a serious sports show. So I wanted to discuss this. So the phone number is 904-219-8264, 904-219-8264. We would love to hear from you, your thoughts on the Florida Attorney General, James Othmeyer, and his stance on Rooney Rule being DEI and trying to get the NFL to get rid of it, or at the very least, get rid of it for the teams in the state of Florida. Sean, what's going on, my man?
Thanks for calling the Format Podcast. Glad to have you.
Tyrone.
What's up, Sean?
Man, what's up, Bruce? What's up, Transform? What's up, Sneed?
Crack like it, Sean.
I mean, this is nothing new. I mean, it's the same. It's the same old shit. What do you expect? I mean, it's Florida. They working with their supreme leader in order to make themselves look good, as far as from a party perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I mean, shoot. Is this going to make people to stop watching the NFL? No. We just going to be mad, and then we're just going to continue watching.
Yeah.
It's the same old thing. I mean, hey, man. I mean, I don't know. It's just like it's really just really kind of sad to how things are, but at the end of the day, this ain't nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's just nothing new. AT&T, that's probably the most shocking of them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I absolutely hated AT&T back, when I was a kid. But now, like, the fact that I heard this news from Steve, that's beyond comprehension.
For sure.
I feel like, as far as some tech stuff, but I mean, hey, You know, I mean, the job market has always been biased.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said in the comments, even among other minorities, it's nothing really new. It's like, hey, like if you don't have enough people around you, you're not gonna be coming into these circles. So,
right.
I mean, what do you expect? I'm not saying that it's a good thing, but also at the same time, like at least you know, what I mean, they might as well just be transparent and just be honest. And I think that they would actually at least have some little respect for that. But nah, you know what I mean? It's just the same old word salad / code just in order to make them not to be unoffensive when you guys have been offensive indirectly. But yeah, that's it. You know?
Okay.
That's it.
I appreciate your thoughts on that, man. Appreciate the call,
right, Sean. Appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, brother.
Have a good one, Sean.
And see, that's the tone that Sean kind of spoke with is there's some apathy in there, Bruce.
Sure.
You
Absolutely.
know, it's like this is status quo, and that's awful. You know, just in principle, that just sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And there's probably a lot of people that feel the same way. They'll say, "This is no surprise. This is the way these people are, and this is how this thing has been going." So.
Yeah, no, it's tough. And I'll say this. I'm sharing the topic because it's sports adjacent and we do a sports show, and I thought this was something legitimate to talk about. But I'm also not going to be the guy sit there complaining about the NFL because I know that I'm not going to stop watching, right? So I'm not going to be the guy.
I already can't wait.
Worst, this, that, and the third. Right. I'm not that guy. So doing a whole lot of like sharing the information is one thing, but doing it right.
Dig in, bro.
But sharing the information is one thing. Good, strong finish. Wow.
Man, you way behind.
Yeah, we're on the third advertisement, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, commercial.
I just saw that and one.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's a minute and a half back, bro.
Boy.
I don't know.
I was like, good and one. I'm looking up. I'm like, we talking about Lowe's. We on Lowe's commercial.
Maybe he's ahead of us. Maybe there's another one, Tris.
No, I just saw old boy flexing and they just showed the
that's
Memorial. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, the point I'm trying to make is I'm not that guy. So I'm not here complaining about the NFL. I'm actually talking about what's going on in terms of, you know, what's happening in the state that I live in and, you know, how all this political divisiveness and polarity is, you know, attempting to affect this game that we all love so much. So it's crazy. But yeah, I thought it would be, a good topic and kind of adding a bit more, you know, seriousness to what we normally do. Because you all know I really try to stay away from the political stuff and the racial stuff because that's not generally the lane of this show. But
it's sticky. It's a sticky conversation.
And if we know also though, right, historically, race and politics and culture and society have regularly intersected with the sports world. There's no way around that, you know. We can go, you know, way back. There's a lot.
Well, it's in the structure of the leagues. It's like there's owners and then there's players. And the owners are of a certain social whatever, and then the players are of a different social status or whatever. You know, it's there.
Right. Edward, what are you talking about? What did I say? I said
he said, "Sir, you are not from the South, sir."
Yeah, I know I'm not from the South. I would never claim that. But I said,
damn,
state that I live in.
I'm from South Lake Erie.
Oh, there you go. My people are from South America.
Yeah.
But okay.
Different hemisphere, bro.
Correct. Different hemisphere. That's right. All right, but that's where we are with that. So I wanted to give some discussion to that. So let's go.
Stop being disrespectful to the South, Bruce. Stop it. All right.
Good bucket.
Look, I'm just here, man.
Listen, I go to the mall and ball like a dog. All right.
Go to the mall and ball like a dog. Uncle Sneak.
Man. Yeah, there you go. That's an old Adolf special right there.
It's not Adolf, bro. Golly.
I was
not
told
even
that's the
Memphis.
man's name.
That
I
ain't
was
Memphis.
Not even Memphis. That's not even Memphis.
Oh, I know. I was just saying that.
Jesus Christ. Why you gotta throw shots at my dog, man?
What?
What's wrong with you, man?
I was look, man. I'm always,
This man said he go to the mall and ball like a dog, and you went at Memphis. Like, bro, we ain't even say that.
Nope, that ain't Memphis, bro.
Hey,
It's
here we
definitely
go.
New Orleans.
Watch this transform. Watch this. It's all the same.
No, it ain't.
No, don't do that, bro.
That's why guys like you and James Uthmeimer, Meyer, whatever.
Luthenheimer.
Oh, no. I only said that because that's the type of stuff your brother would say to me. All the New York rappers, all the East Coast rappers sound the same. I'm like, really? Really? Okay.
See, bro, we were supposed to merge everything, bro. About the divisiveness, we were trying to bring it all together. Here you go, bro.
Right.
We are one.
Okay. Yes.
Handle. We are one. Is that Lion King
All right,
too,
so-
baby? Let's go.
Transformer, you got this, man. The all-time Bleacher Ray pure scores. Let's go.
Oh
ahead and
man,
get to the
hold
next
on,
topic.
man.
It's,
Let me get the list back up, brother.
yeah.
Ooh, boy. So this was a touchy one to somebody here on the panel by the name of Bruce, the Almighty Hope.
Somebody by the name of Bruce.
So Bleach Report.
Mighty, I see what you did there, bro.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
It's a good movie.
Got it. All right. Bleach Report
Yes, sir.
has done it again, everybody. Created a list to spark controversy,
Yes.
debate,
Sure.
anger, frustration,
Mhm.
happiness from some folks, but a lot of pissed offness if your name is the Bruce Almighty Hope. So the top 15 pure scores of all time
Yes.
have now officially been ranked, with Kevin Durant passing the Michael Jordan numbers as the 5th scorer of all time, knocking Jordan out of another top 5 category,
Mhm.
which doesn't deny or shame or diminish his greatness, but more so uplifts Kevin Durant and his voluptuous career that he's continuously playing in year 20 going into year 21. What makes a pure score? Can anybody define pure score? Pure score.
So I read their breakdown of what a pure scorer is, and they try to be slick and use all the analytics and all that. I look at it from a much simpler standpoint. When I talk about pure scorer, for the most part, I talk about bucket getters and guys that can do it in a myriad of ways. I think that's the two things, right? What up, Blue? No, I think it's, you have one that's just a pure dominant, put it in the basket person, and a person who can do it all kind of ways. So I think there's two ways we can look at this pure scorer thing, right? I mean, we could call Wilt probably the greatest pure scorer ever, right? I think that's a fair argument. Kareem, but those guys don't necessarily have or maybe weren't allowed to, but we let's say we didn't see from them the wider array of scoring abilities that we would see from a Kobe or a Mike or a Kevin Durant or
But that doesn't define pure.
How do you see pure, Snead?
When I think of pure, I think of only made of one thing, right? So it's like its constituency is just a single thing, pure. I think unadulterated. I think nothing that's like there's no pollution, there's no contamination, there's nothing unwanted, the way it should be as is.
Okay.
Intended. That's what pure means to me.
Okay.
How it applies to this is quite the opposite. When you describe a pure score, okay, fine, you must be talking about someone who only scores and can't do anything else, or you must be talking about someone who has so many ways to score that they're basically unstoppable. I don't know what it means to be a pure scorer because they're not using the word pure in its pure sense. It's a contaminated, bastardized version of the word. They're not using it right. So I don't know.
So the NBA
Yes.
defines pure score in the ways of a highly skilled player capable of generating high volume points efficiently from all three levels. That is the rim, mid-range, and the three-point line. So then we get to the list. If you take the top 100 players in NBA history by points per possession, 75 possessions, and a minimum of 10,000 minutes, and sort them by the average of their ranks in that number, relative true shooting percentage, the player's true shooting percentage minus the league average of the time, and free throw line rate, unlike the other two, this one's ranked lowest to highest. You get an order that nearly passes the sniff test. Might we start? So let's start off with some painful omissions. Oh, man. James Harden, does that ring a bell?
Sure.
Dame Lillard, does that ring a bell?
Uh-huh.
Dominique Wilkins, Adrian Dantley,
Yep.
Dirk Nowitzki,
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo Anthony.
That's a big one. I thought that.
Did not make the list. And the closer we get to number one, the harder this list gets. And let's start off by number 15. We have Carl.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What were we about to say?
I thought Karl Malone was 16.
Carmelo
Did he
is
make
15th.
Okay,
He
so
made
he
15th.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
Carmelo would have been 16th
Oh,
if they were to make the list. Melo would have been 16th. Yep. Karl Malone, points per possession, 75 possessions, 25.8, 16th among the group.
How many 3-pointers he made?
I don't think he made any.
No, that can't be right. No,
But how many would he have made to qualify as a pure scorer? Because that was in the definition.
How many threes did he attempt? Many?
I don't remember many attempts.
That wasn't how it was back then.
I know, but Bruce, their definition included 3-point
The
efficiency.
3-point line.
Yeah. That's not fair. That's
How did he get in the
ridiculous.
top 15 when he doesn't fit the criteria?
See, this is how we know that
What you got, Bruce?
Carmelo Anthony knocked down threes at a proficient clip.
over 19 years, Karl Malone shot 310 regular season 3-point attempts.
How many did he make?
So he took a few a year, bro.
Made 85. It's 27.5%. That wasn't the game.
That was
in the definition, Bruce.
I understand what you're saying, but this is where Bleacher Report gets funny because they have all these stats and all this, and they're using all these analytics and all that. But what can't be accounted for through the numbers is how different the game was back then and how you had real positions and certain positions didn't take certain shots.
True.
I mean, I don't have a problem with him being considered a one of the top 15.
I don't either.
I'm just saying they're not even lining up their own definition.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this goes fun. This list, we added a lot of weight to the scoring average.
Okay.
So that's why Karl Malone makes this list. Because if you know, he's the third most highest scoring player of all time.
Sure.
All right.
Absolutely.
We added a lot of weight to the scoring average and a little relevant true shooting percentage, thus making the free throw attempt rate the smallest part of the recipe. So if anybody who's foul hunting, pure foul hunters don't get added to the list quite as well. Efficiency also goes on this list, how efficient you were at the from your
How do they
field goal
define
percentage.
efficiency?
Field goal percentage.
Field goal.
How they defined field goal percentage. I mean efficiency. They didn't define it in this exact article. 14. The Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell. Okay, all right, well, we're getting some good
Yeah,
nods
yeah,
here.
that boy good, bro.
Best pure scorer of all this.
Absolutely.
Points per 75 possessions, 27.2.
Okay.
True shooting percentage of 0.4. FTA, I forgot what FTA. What is that?
Free throw
stand
attempt.
for? Okay, free throw attempt rate. There we go.
Mhm.
Free throw attempt rate. Because I was looking at the R. I knew what FTA meant, but there was an R behind it. 26, which is 17th ranked amongst the top 100. Let's go 13th. Shaquille O'Neal, 26.4. This is where I'm
Wait
confused.
till we get to 11, Sneed. Wait till we get to 11.
I am
back as a pure scorer.
Just wait. Just
Pure-
wait.
Score.
Wait, so we're just throwing the 3-pointer out the window again?
That's weird.
And the free throw line, apparently.
And the
And the free
jumper
throw line, right.
and mid-range and
You know what I think? You know what I think they did in all seriousness? I think they grabbed the guys that they wanted on this list and then came up with
Ranked
a
them.
formula to make it work.
the weighting.
Yeah.
I don't think that
Because the weighting is what's getting a guy like Karl Malone,
Mhm.
Shaq in
Mhm.
here. Donovan Mitchell is the definition of what they were describing.
But
him
I don't
being
know
in
if
here
he's
makes
14th
sense.
all time though. But anyway,
Yeah, but he fits the definition of how they
Yeah, for
described
sure.
a pure score.
yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. They fouled him.
The
My bad,
diesel,
it's
bro.
10
The
seconds
diesel
left in
up
this
to
game.
pure
I know,
score.
I got 20
I'm like
seconds.
true to them.
But if you ask Shaq, would he say he's a pure scorer? I bet you he wouldn't.
No.
No.
He was saying I'm a dominant scorer.
I was about to say I was
I'm a
dominant.
dominant scorer.
I
But
wasn't a pure scorer, but I was dominant.
pure score may not come to the mind when you think of Shaquille O'Neal. His range as a jump shooter didn't extend too far outside the paint. He was a terrible free throw shooter, and though he's possibly underrated as a ball handler, he's possibly underrated. Oh well, his Orlando years, that boy was killing with the
I
Rockets.
was about to say that dude was taking it off the glass and pushing it
Yeah.
all the way
Okay,
up
they
to
put-
the floor.
Considering his size, it was in quotations. I'm like, wait, what are we doing here?
Got you.
It doesn't have a ton of highlights, but Shaq's size and numbers that came with it are undeniable. He could physically overpower you. They put that in there. His drop steps were unstoppable.
Yeah.
But the free throw rate doesn't slight him too much because they didn't weigh too heavily on the free throw rate.
Okay.
Number 12. I like this one, Kyrie Irving.
I'm okay with that, but again, I don't know if I go number 12 all time. Like that's just so high.
Okay.
But I'm
Points
okay
per
with
season.
him
Doug,
being
he fits the definition.
a great pure scorer.
He fits it.
You know, I got to stop thinking about how I see it and think about how they're measuring it.
Yeah.
There we go.
You put the ball in his hand, the man's going to find a
Kyrie's
way.
like-
Points.
Healthy Kyrie is 50 from the field, 40 from the 3, 90 from the free throw.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's like kind of a unique group. Like think about the players that have been a part of that 40, 50, 90 club. Oh, he hit the shot.
Oh, boy.
I'm okay. Come on. He's still at the line over here.
What a
is going
play.
on?
What? Still at
Yeah.
the line?
I think I don't.
Oh, you on YouTube TV?
No. I'm on Fubo. I
Man,
think
we
it's,
gotta get Bruce a login or something, bro.
No. I
Boy,
got
big
something else.
time.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Dang.
Why did y'all give him that much space? Close it out.
Yo, Duke about to go home, bruh.
I'm good with
They
that.
were up like what, 17?
Yeah, they were up big. Oh, steal.
Why did you close him out? What are you standing there for?
What? From the logo? What?
He's literally standing there, Bruce, watching the man shoot.
Wow.
What are you doing?
Wow.
Stop the 3.
So that kid probably will never make the league, but that's his, he's going to tell his grandkids that story.
What is he doing? That's a big time shot.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know whose fault it really is, right?
Sheesh.
That's Cam Boozer's fault.
Yeah,
what did
that's
he,
the young
what's
twin.
with the turnover?
No, he's an older twin. He's the older one.
Yeah, he's the older one.
Yeah, he's the
Campus.
older twin. That's crazy, yo.
That was a great press.
Point forward. You just got to throw that at the rim, bro,
Yeah.
and hope you get fouled or something.
Hey, look, Christian Laettner.
Yeah.
Duke, Elite 8, right?
Slow it down.
Hey, Steve, it's Tom Izzo's fault.
Hold the rock. Force him to. Why would you try to
Overrated is-
throw that over 2 defenders?
That's a hell of a shot.
And my man, number 3. Why you just standing there looking at him?
They don't advance the ball in college. That's right.
Wow. That was smart to get it back to him, too. Jeez.
Yeah, bro, this ain't nothing but a catch and shoot, bro. That's a
Jeez,
bad
that's-
pass. Yeah, that's dumb. That's dumb.
Wow.
Game. UConn defeats Duke.
Blouses.
Wow. Blouses. All right, let's get back to the list. Let's
Wow,
get back to the list.
man. All right.
Yes.
What a comeback. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, Kyrie Irving. All right, cool.
Yes.
Number
Tell him
11.
Tell him who's 11. Tell him who's 11. Sneed's going to lose it. Tell him.
The Milwaukee Bucks own Giannis Antetokounmpo is 11.
Oh wow, what a comeback for the Huskies.
Bro, he can't shoot the ball. He can't shoot.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. And I love y'all know I'm a Giannis guy. I would take Giannis over Jokic.
I like Giannis too,
Okay,
bro,
we're
but I'm not putting him on a list. He don't
No.
belong, bro.
No.
How many guys already on this list that don't belong?
A lot.
3.
Yeah.
And we're
3.
what, 4 in?
We're 5 in. That was the 5th person I just named.
So a majority of those we've covered thus far do not belong.
We're batting 60% fail rate.
Man, this is a bad look.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, which ranks 8th at 27 points per 75 possessions, 5.2, 16th as far as true shooting percentage, and a free throw rate of 52.5, which puts him at 93rd. Again, the free throw line isn't a huge factor when it comes to diminishing your pure scoring. And in vacuum, most people forget and would argue that Giannis Antetokounmpo is a pure scorer than Nikola Jokic or Luka Doncic. But there's something to be said for figuring out what you're great at and spamming it with historic book in the history books. Giannis is one of the most physically dominant slashers and interior finishers the NBA has ever seen. He's had decent years from the mid-range in the past. Notice they said decent. Still not sure how that qualifies, but attacking the rim is his specialty. Efficient, high volume scorer. How often does Giannis get the ball in his hand at the end of the game? Down 2, down 3. On what team has Giannis been the one that you give him the ball last?
Right.
I haven't seen it.
So let me say this real quick. Let me respond to Steve real quick. Steve says in the chat, Giannis over Jokic is honestly crazy considering what Jokic does in the West, like his defense or not. He impacts winning in a more difficult league conference. Okay, so here's my deal, right? Everyone talks about, Jokic obviously is the better passer, clearly, no question about that. But Giannis is slightly better scorer, if not an even scorer, right? Similar rebounders. Jokic has 3 MVPs. Giannis has 2 MVPs. But for the extra MVP that Jokic has, Giannis has the defensive player of the year. Giannis is still a very good passer at the power forward position if you're just counting assists. So, where does the defense come into play? We have to stop this. This is not a one-sided game. It's not absurd if you look at these guys to say that you would take Giannis over Jokic. It's not absurd. It's really not. We got to stop this, man. I know everyone is so enamored with the triple doubles and all this and all that, but it is not absurd to say it. Give me an elite or high-level two-way player all day, every day over a guy that only does one side of the ball well. For instance, and then we'll get back to the list. If you had a guy that was an all-world defender but not a great offensive player, let's say, Mount Mutombo, right? People denigrate him for not being a great offensive player. But when you're a great offensive player who doesn't play defense, somehow we just forget about that. We got to stop this. We have to stop this. Carry on, Transformer.
Well, for the shits and giggles of the UConn, this is the 6th largest comeback victory of all time in NCAA tournament history by 19 points. Was the largest lead that Duke held in this basketball game before the dagger. UConn goes off to face Illinois this Saturday in the Final Four, and we have an Arizona and Michigan game following game 1.
That's going to be – we got a great Final Four, don't we?
Got a great Final Four.
Got a great Final Four. Okay, back to the all-time pure scorers. I'm so sorry. This is what happens when you have other stuff on while you're trying to do a show.
We're giving them live context from
we are.
from
we
the,
are.
from
That's
the
right.
Elite Eight game. Number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not going to let my ego, my pride,
You
my
should.
fandom
You should.
get in the way because I see who made the list.
No, you should.
I'm not.
Okay.
This is the first time they've pissed me off with this man.
Can a Celtics fan get upset for you?
I will allow you to get busy the moment I mention his name, but I'm pretty
Go
sure
ahead.
at this moment everybody knows what name that I'm about to
Go
mention.
ahead, brother.
Number 10, Kobe Bean Bryant, ranked one player ahead of Giannis Antetokounmpo as the best pure scorer of all time. Points per 75 possessions, 26.8, which ranks ninth. True shooting percentage, 1.8, which is 52nd. Free throw attempt rate, 38.2, which ranks 67th. And you know what the headline of this is? And I'm Bruce, I'm going to let you have it. Kobe Bryant barely making the top 10 is not going to sit well with a lot of people. Duh!
I saw that. You know what they're going to try to do? They're going to try to talk about, well, his efficiency and da-da-da-da. Said pure scorer, right? Who in the modern generation transformer? You know what? I'm gonna leave you out of this. Sneak. Who in the modern generation, real talk, has a more complete offensive toolkit than Kobe Bryant? Real talk.
Bean averaged like almost 50 points a game for a month straight, bro.
But it's not even just like that's
the
awesome.
last guy
It's
to do
not
anything
just
like that was probably MJ, and then the time before that was probably Wilt.
Yeah, but it's not just that though, Sneed. For me, I'm gonna speak for me. It's not just about that, the raw scoring numbers. It's about when you watch everything that he could. Think about this, right? Obviously, we know mid-range killer, could go out to three, not a specific. Not necessarily a specifically high percentage 3-point shooter, but we know made a lot of big threes. We know obviously going to the rack, elite. We know in the post. I'm really trying to think about any of these elite scorers that have all of those things in the modern game. Maybe Melo, and I don't want to say KD because KD's not great in the post. Clearly, the number one guy, he's missing some stuff. I'm just like, what?
You know why he drops on his list?
Go ahead, man.
Nerds who didn't play the game. Because
No,
they
see,
measure.
No. Transformer.
Let me finish.
You could call me a nerd who didn't play the game. You could
No,
call me that.
I'm talking about the nerds, and you didn't let me finish.
No, okay, go ahead.
Nerds that invented the true shooting percentage metric. If you look at the definition of the true shooting percentage metric, it is 2 times, and here where Kobe falls, field goal attempts plus 0.44 times free throw attempts. Thus making Kobe Bryant one of the lowest true shooting percentage numbers on this list because
this is where this analytics crap lies to people.
Nerds.
This is where but what I'm saying is
true shooting percentage basically says Bruce. True shooting percentage basically says Kobe should have played golf.
I'm being deferential here, right? And I'm saying that when I talk basketball, people could say, "Oh, you just a nerd who never played," and that's cool.
No, you're not the definition of nerd. I would never consider you a nerd of basketball.
Well, what I'm saying is, I'm saying that to say that you didn't have to play to be able to look at what Kobe Bryant did on the floor and say that's one of the greatest pure scorers of all time. You didn't have to play. That's what I'm trying to say. So the excuse of nerds who didn't play, no. These are guys using formulas and freaking pocket protectors to try and wrap around these freaking stupid narratives. They're pushing narratives. But go ahead. I'm gonna come back with something in a second.
I want to elaborate on my term of nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce, you're not what I consider a nerd.
Okay.
I'm talking about the ones who were number 1, number 2, if not number 3 in all of school history and calculus and algebra, geometry.
That's not me.
All of the math statistical categories,
right?
A cum laude of their schools.
I got you.
Those guys who didn't play a sport want to be known for creating something like a mathematical metric that has nothing to do with the game of basketball, but somehow you created a number or a percentage to now make basketball, if not sports arguments, a little bit more fucking confusing, because now we're using math, weird math, the math that like 75% of America just despised growing up in high school.
Right.
And you're entering it in our sports, in which we love to watch.
But even field goal percentage doesn't tell the whole story. Because, like, I'll watch a game and I'll see that Kevin Love was getting the ball passed to him with 2 seconds on the shot clock. That's a much more difficult shot, 26 feet from the rim, 24 feet from the rim, counting down 2-1, and you have to take a shot. He can't dribble. He can't go left or right. He can't adjust. He's just putting it up as soon as he gets it. So if he shoots 28% on those shots, you're like, man, Kevin Love can't shoot threes. Well, who shoots more than 30% with 2 seconds on the shot clock?
Not many.
You know, so those are the things that I think about. So as I'm watching the game, if someone's been placed in difficult spots, their shots are not viewed the same.
Nerds. All right.
Yeah.
Number 9. Step up to the forefront here, Eddie. The one and only horseback king, Nikola Jokic.
Look,
number 9.
Look, it's not about how I feel about Joker. But no. Seriously. Is anyone who knows basketball really going to say they believe that Joker's a better pure scorer than Kobe?
Absolutely
Or
not.
Carmelo?
Nope.
I mean, and listen, Joker is an incredible offensive player. He is. I can't argue that. Well, I could, but not the point. Not today's not the day for that. The point is, say that he's a better pure scorer. All right.
25.6 points per 75 possessions, which ranks him 20th. True shooting percentage of 7.6, which ranks him 3rd. Free throw attempt rating 32.8, which ranks him 42nd. I'm not going to elaborate on the rest of this. But all right, now we get to a little bit more interesting on scoring.
Right.
Number 8, one of his great friends in the NBA, Luka the Don Doncic. 30.5, which is 2nd of all time in points per 75 possessions. True shooting percentage 1.9, which is 51st. Free throw attempt rate 40.4, which ranks him 71st. Bruce?
Well, we see what Luka's doing, man. Luka is killing. I am, as you know, always averse to putting these guys that play in the modern era in certain contexts, because we know what has been done to facilitate their offensive production. So Luka is killing, and Luka is great in his era. I would like to see what Luka would do in a more defensive era. That's all I'm saying. But Luka's great.
Sneap?
Luka may be the streakiest shooter in this whole entire list. We're talking about a guy who will make 5 in a row and then miss 9 in a row. You know, and I mean, he is a great scorer, and I don't think anybody so far named averages more free throws a game, which contributes to his scoring total. So when they talk about how average weighs heavily, then it helps him the most, right? Because he's got the most of his points coming from free throws compared to anyone else.
Correct.
He's taking on average 12 or 13 free throws a game. If he makes 70 or 80% of those, he might make 10 in a game. That's 10 of his 30 points.
Yep.
In terms of his scoring average. So they could say that they're weighing down the free throws, but they can't, because his scoring total is contingent upon 12 or 13 free throws a game.
That's true.
I'm not buying their weighting. I'm not.
I believe this is his highest career percentage. As far as
But he
free
is a
throw
great
attempts,
scorer. Nobody's questioning that, bro.
No, you can't.
No, this is his second highest free throw attempts in a season. 2022 to 2023, he averaged 10.5. Right now, he averages 10.1 per game, marking the second time in his career where he had double-digit attempts from free throw line. Shooting 75%. Not great, but not terrible.
But that's probably like his career average, isn't it?
No, that is his career average. Right now, he's shooting 77.
Yeah. Actually, he's
Shooting
doing pretty good.
Yeah,
up
doing
2%.
all right.
That's pretty good.
Number 7. And that's funny because his name just came up in airwaves having something to do with Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. And the term Iceman.
Yeah.
George
Finger
Gervin.
roll. Yeah.
One thing
Nice
I
player,
could
man.
do was finger roll
One
Yeah,
of the
that was good.
prettiest basketball players on the court that I've seen
for sure.
as far as play
For sure.
in NBA history.
Yeah.
Prettiest moves ever.
Mm-hmm.
26.4 points per 75 possessions, 11th. Real true shooting percentage of 4, which ranks him 27th. Free throw attempt rate, which ranks him 49th at 34.2. George Iceman Gervin.
That boy good.
Oh, I like how they put that in
That
there.
boy
One of the
good.
smoothest scores we've ever
Yeah.
seen in any basketball era.
Yeah, man.
You dang right. The finger roll.
Yeah. Did you know he played until 1990? I had no idea he hung around that long. I guess he needed to feed his habit.
Number 6.
I wasn't being funny.
Okay.
I'm glad he beat that though.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Number 6. The current reigning MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 27.4 points per 75 possession, which ranks him 5th. True shooting percentage of 4.2, which ranks him 22nd. Free throw attempt rate 41.8, which ranks him at 79th. Bruce, before we get to the top 5, 15th through 6. How we liking it so far?
I mean, we talked about it. I think there's some egregious omissions. There are some egregious additions, but we have what we have. And as you guys keep telling me, this is via their metric. So I need to understand that and accept that instead of looking at it through my metrics. So yeah.
How does SGA get there in such a short window of time? In an all-time list, and he's
a lot.
He's been an elite scorer like
he's
the
been
last
elite
4
scorer.
years.
Yeah.
right. But if you look at the guys we've been naming, it's a large body of work, proof, and
And
evidence.
he also passed the 10,000 point minute mark, I believe, too.
Mhm.
You have to have a certain amount of minutes.
Mhm.
And yeah, he's at 17,000. Yeah. So he qualifies on the list per the breakdown of how long they wanted to do it. All right. Moving on to number 5. Some people consider him the greatest of all time. Some people consider him a Mount Rushmore athlete in the sport of basketball. Some people consider him the scum of the NBA. Some people consider him the liar. Some people consider him the ball head needed to be banded.
Wow.
Some people consider him the left hand turned right hand great. Others consider him the fraud. Number 5 is none other than LeBron Ramon James Sr.
Raymond. It's Raymond.
He said Ramon. Ramon James
Senior.
27.3 points per 75 possessions, which ranks him 6th. True shooting percentage of 4.1, which ranks him 23rd. Free throw attempt rate 38.2. And this is the only time, and now it's starting to make sense for Karl Malone too. Now how they're doing this little metric makes sense. Because the reason why LeBron is so high is because his average has been so high for 23 consecutive years.
Yeah.
Makes sense. The nerds, I'm picking up what you're putting down, kind of. Yay, right? Yay, Transformer. Picking up what you're putting down. Bruce, this is your favorite character in all of sports history.
Can I say he's arguably the most effective scorer, he's right up there with the most.
Now define effective.
I'm not going to say pure. I'm going to say, well, because, he has put the ball in the basket more than anybody else in the history of this game over and over for many, many years. So he is certainly extremely effective. Whether or not I think his game is pretty, doesn't matter. Whether or not I think his bag is deep, doesn't matter. He puts that rock in that hole and always has. So I would say he is one of the most effective scorers we've ever seen. Not the purest, not the most varied scoring package, but he is super, super effective, and that's what matters. So I want to say that.
23 consecutive seasons, averaging 25 plus points a game.
Right. And he's 25 or more for what? 22 seasons in a row, 21? It's been a long time. 25.
Oh, yeah. 20 seasons in a row. So if you take this,
there you go.
This year, last year, and his rookie year was the only time he never averaged 25 points.
Right. So I mean, is it fair for me to just leave it as one of the most effective?
I like that. Okay. Effective, meaning I can get it done.
I get it done.
I can get it done.
Get it done.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep the same energy as before. I'm gonna keep it consistent.
Okay.
I mean, too many years where he could not shoot. Like he was a poor shooter from the field. So
and yet
everybody will point to field goal percentage and say, but when 80% of your shots are within 6 feet of the rim,
that's scoring.
For sure.
But I'm looking at 3 levels. I mean, now we have to start discounting the mid-range and the 3. So this was the same thing I said about Giannis. And to be honest with you, LeBron's greatest strength was essentially what Giannis does.
Remember I said LeBron is super Giannis? Remember I said that? Super Giannis.
LeBron is the Shaq of small forwards as far as scoring, most physically dominant small forward scorer ever.
I give him that.
I don't even think that's close.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's not even close. Most physically dominant small forward scorer ever.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't think that's even close.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Number 4. The aforementioned Joel Embiid. First in points per 75 possessions, which is 31.7. True shooting percentage of 4.5, which ranks 21st, and free throw attempt rate 54.7.
You know what this Embiid's position here is based off of? Him cooking up Joker.
Him cooking up the jokester.
Him cooking up the Joker.
Embiid has averaged over 30 points in 3 different seasons. He has 2 scoring titles over the last 5 seasons. His minutes per game, 33.3, have barely outpaced his points at 30.9. That's incredible.
Look, Embiid is a real scorer. Embiid is a real scorer. He just, doesn't spend enough time on the floor, but he is a legit scorer. He's no joke.
You put this man on the court.
Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing with him.
Nah.
You can't.
He had one of the best seasons we've ever seen.
Yo.
Just physically dominant.
Yeah. And in fairness, I'll say the same thing for him that I say for Joker. A big part of that is lack of competition at the position, but he's legit.
I mean, I would have loved to see him in the 90s or the 2000s with a healthy Embiid. I would like to see him.
I think he could fit in well
because how he can stretch the floor, he can shoot from the 3.
Mm-hmm.
He would
have had wars.
Yeah, it would have been.
Dream would have had wars.
Hidden Dream would have had wars.
D-Rob,
yes.
Oh, I think he would have been forced to really, and he wouldn't have been getting all that flopping and all that. Nah, he would have been forced to get in there and bang with those guys' paws and really, go at it. So that would
And he's a great free throw shooter, so that would definitely help him out.
Yeah,
I would have definitely helped him out.
Sure,
300-pounder, you ain't moving me out the way like you think you is.
Yeah, and if you want to send me to the line, I will punish you.
I will cap off 15 free throws a game.
Bang, bang, bang.
It has been 5 times in Joel Embiid's career where he's averaged over 10 free throws a game. 2 out of those seasons where he's made 10 free throws a game. He's the all-time leader, career record, all-time 8.2 free throws made per game.
Wow, I didn't.
Yeah, he shoots a high percentage clip.
That's good.
Love you. All right, moving on. Number 3, the aforementioned. Some people consider him the GOAT. Some people consider him the airness. Some people consider him the God, the myth, Jesus in basketball shoes. That is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Number 3, 30.3 points per game. I keep saying points per game. Points per 75 possession, which ranks 3rd. True shooting percentage of 3.7, which ranks 30th. Free throw attempt rate 35.8, which ranks 60th. Michael Jordan might take this personally, was the first thing they said post those numbers. Jordan. Bruce, do you take this personally?
I have to accept that these rankings are based on their metrics and not mine.
Sneed. Full disclosure.
I mean, are you telling me that there are multiple pure scorers than MJ?
Multiple better pure scorers than MJ.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Entertain me.
I shall.
Right.
I shall.
No.
Number 2, the guy that just surpassed Michael Jeffrey Jordan for 5th all time in scoring, Kevin Duflaka bleeping Rant.
Duflaka. Yeah, that's crazy.
27.7 points per 75 possession, which ranks him 4th. True shooting percentage for 6.8, which ranks him 5th. Free throw attempt rate 39.1, which ranks him 69th. For almost 20 years now, KD has been the metronome of consistent, ethical, and pure scoring.
Oh, ethical now. Ethical.
Yeah, they put ethical in there.
These people, these freaking people.
They put ethical in there. With his quick release slingshot jumper that feels every bit as effective from the mid-range, he has 617 career games with at least 20 points and a 50-plus field goal percentage. That's nearly 100 more than Jordan. That's amazing. Among the 4 players above him in total, 20-point field goal percentage games are 3 bigs, which is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, and Shaquille O'Neal. The other person, which would make the 4th, is only LeBron James, who has 50% for a career. We ready for the final? Anybody got a wild guess on who that might be? Well, without further ado, we've reached the final. The number 1 greatest pure scorer of all time. Kobe Bean Bryant. No, I'm messing with you guys. Wardell Stephen Curry. Now, 26.7 points per 75 possessions, true shooting percentage of 7.1, which ranks 4th. He's 10th at a free throw attempt rate of 24.2. Pure scoring isn't entirely about jump shooting, but when you're as far clear of the field by the field and mean in all NBA history as Steph Curry is as a shooter, it's tough to deny him this spot.
This has to stop. I'm sorry. This has to stop. We don't even know if he's the greatest shooter because all the rules have been changed to allow this. All this freedom of movement. You can't touch them while they're off the ball. This has to stop. Steph is a great shooter. I love Steph. I love shooters. He's great. Are we sure he's a better shooter than Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf? Are we sure he's a better shooter than Mark Price? Are we sure he's a better shooter than Glenn Rice?
Yes.
There's a lot of. Okay. All right, cool.
I'm not wrong. Am I wrong? Just because they didn't get the opportunity to, that's not Steph's fault.
Well, that's what he's saying.
Seen another Steph?
But that's what he's saying. He's like, are we sure?
We are. Because we can't go back and give them the rules.
You know what I really don't like about this list, Transformer? everybody's in a certain spot for a different reason.
Correct. Bleach
That's
Report
why,
does it again.
yeah, they're all in a different spot for a different reason. They're not being measured by their ranking, at least how it appears, by how they became scorers.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the most meaningless lists they've ever done, and they've done some real shitty ones.
There have been some crap.
I keep letting them do this to me.
Curry has put together his seemingly impossible combination of scoring volume and efficiency with a huge diet of contested, way too deep for anyone else, or on-the-move threes, a handful of mid-range shots, and far better than you realize finishing at the rim.
But what does
That
it
is a
matter?
very underrated statement. Yeah, he does finish very, very well at the rim.
He does, but most of that was happening before the finals runs.
I'm going to say something that you guys are going to be shocked to hear from me. LeBron is a better scorer than Steph Curry.
Scorer?
Yes, sir.
You mean you're meaning like ways to score? Is that what you're meaning?
I mean, believe it or not, if I needed a basket, I
would go with LeBron.
before
Oh,
I
yeah.
give it to Steph.
I would definitely give it to LeBron.
Yeah.
Now, if I needed a
Let's
shot,
say this too,
then
right?
I'll give it to Steph.
If there's a game 7, I would count on 30 to 35 from LeBron before I'd count on that from Steph. Real talk.
No, I mean, that's
I'm not a
proof.
LeBron guy, but come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
The absurdity here, Steph Curry. I have to understand that this is their metric, not mine. Got it.
Among
But their metrics led them down a rabbit hole of inconsistency. Look at
Shaq.
where these guys are and how they got there.
Giannis, Karl Malone.
Listen to the reasons why Steph's number 1, and you can't figure out why Karl Malone is on this list.
Or Shaq. Or Giannis. Among the top 10 in career points per 75 possessions, only Durant is anywhere near Curry's scoring efficiency, and he's needed a far higher free throw attempt rate to get there. Again, the nerds got you guys. The nerds have done it again at Bleacher Report.
Isn't there a movie called like Return of the Nerds or something?
Yeah.
Huh?
Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Movie? Yeah,
That's a
Revenge
great
of the
movie.
Nerds.
Bleacher
that's a great
Report
movie.
has the formula because they do this and I allow them to do it every time. There's something wrong with me. I keep letting this happen.
The disease of you.
The disease of me.
Bruce.
I'm not very bright. Seriously, because
The disease
I know what they're doing and I keep letting it happen.
Bruce, if you would like, we can now officially open up the phone line.
Sure. Absolutely. Yes, let's do
Yo,
that.
Bruce,
I'm
be
not-
trigger happy, bro. If we gotta hang up on somebody, we do it,
look,
bro.
Hey, Bruce is already pissed off. I am highly positive that somebody gonna get hung up on tonight. Bruce is pissed off.
Tone has done it again.
What up, Nino?
What's up with you guys?
What's
What
up?
up?
man?
What up?
Blasphemy.
Thank you, sir.
Blasphemy.
Thank you.
Now, when I first heard this, and everybody knows I'm a Brun guy. I've been giving Brun a hard time.
Sure.
But not really. I just been being truthful, you know.
Yeah.
Not even giving Brun a hard time. He's my guy. But first, when you say pure, right? If you say score and you got Brun over Kobe,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't tripping. I ain't doing no tripping. I can argue that. I got a case for that. If you say Wilt over Bron, Kobe, anybody, I got a case for that.
Wilt's not on the list.
Well, listen, I understand that though. Because
No.
when I heard
A guy
the
who
word
averaged
pure,
50 a game for like.
Yeah, but I think there's still a lot of his
Decade.
metrics can't be tracked. I mean, a lot of his numbers can't be tracked.
That's just
Oh, okay.
saying though.
Yeah.
I
how?
think they
Somebody
put
tell
that
me
in there.
how they over.
Because they can't
Yes.
track a lot of those metrics that Wilt had back in the day. Probably the same
I wanna
thing
say
with
they put
Larry
it in
Bird
there
and
too.
all that. A lot of that stuff couldn't get tracked. But wait a minute, you don't have Larry Bird on there, but not you being you, but George Gervin's on there. Somehow
George
they found a
Gervin
way to track
predates
his.
Larry Bird.
Yes.
Yeah, but going with the per possession numbers also meant potentially cutting off 2 of the top 8 in total points scored since they only tracked back to the campaign of 1973 to 1974. Will Chamberlain retired before then. So none of these, he wouldn't fit these metrics.
So I understand what that on this list. Because we're talking basketball talk. I'm like Transformer. I ain't talking that analytics talk. So a lot of guys, which would be in the scorer category, won't be in this category. When we talk basketball, we say pure score.
Mm-hmm.
Who else I heard? And I lost my flow. Greek freak.
Who's that?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh yeah.
When we say pure score, how? What?
Thank you.
Listen, Jokic, I love him. He got a case for the pure score, but above Ben? Come on, man. Pure scoring got to be a mindset, too. So if we talking, that's why there ain't no nuance to this league.
Mm-hmm.
If we ain't talking, we got to be talking superstars, too. Because they left, I don't see teammates nowhere. So we got to be talking about a little longevity. And we got to be talking about longevity. And we got to be talking about superstars. So this list starts with Michael Jeffrey, Kobe Dean Bean, and Kevin Durant. Now, if you want to make a case for KD, my only thing against KD would be, to me, to be a scorer, top unanimous scorer, the thing that MJ and Kobe got over KD. And I think this is what kept KD from being in that conversation. He too laid back. Where is a mindset?
Mm-hmm.
Kobe, MJ, even James Harden. But I don't put him up there in the top because we talking about all three. But we talking about score, he would be in there. We talking about a mindset, guys. And ability. So I'm gonna give you an example. If we not talking long, I do longevity, and y'all would appreciate this. That's why Bron don't make the cut. Because if we talking about 2013, 14 Bron, 17, 18 Bron, he got a case for it. But Kobe and MJ come in the game like this. Of course, they got better, So how can you put them guys over Bean, MJ, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry #1, Chris Stoll? We talking basketball. I'm like Transformer. Too much nerd talk. They taking over our definition. Chris Stoll, Shaq ain't involved in this. They taking over our definition, man. Come on, man.
Nino, what they did
I know
here.
Bruce is gonna appreciate that.
Yeah, I feel you. What they did here, Nino, and this is my firm belief, they had the guys they wanted to put on this list, and then they reverse engineered a formula to make that work. That's my belief. Because there's no way you can, this list is just too bad no, there's no way. There's no way. There's egregious omissions and egregious additions. There's just no way. I believe that's what they did. I truly do.
So you think that they just trying to stir the pot, trying to get a reaction?
For sure. Bleacher Report is good for that. Absolutely.
Okay, that makes sense because it ain't no basketball talk. We talking pure. I'm a Bron guy. Y'all know him. Mm-hmm. I'm considered Bron guy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say I need a pure scorer, would you, as your basketball man, not a basketball player, if you say I need a pure scorer,
mm-hmm.
your basketball man automatically gonna go to Bean, KD, MJ, them type of guys.
Sure.
Am I tripping or I want to know, am I tripping?
You're not tripping, Nino, but believe it or not, I'm not mad at anyone who says they want to put LeBron there.
He can get a bucket.
That's right.
He can get a bucket.
I'm not mad at anybody who says, put LeBron in that list. Where you put him is up to you.
For 17, though, where I say, like, Bron got a case for certain years. Like, 17, Bron, it is easy. 09, Kobe, the game look easy. You like, man, you got to put too deep on him. The game too easy for him. MJ, Bruce gonna like that. I was trying to think of a year to get for MJ, but, hey, I mean, MJ got. I gotta take my body side of it now. MJ got about 5, 6, 7, 8 years of it where you like. So MJ might be number one. So I was looking for a year for MJ, and I'm like, man, that's what year you want. Pick one. But Greek Freak go, man. Cause y'all know I like the basketball now.
Mm-hmm.
Greek Freak.
Yeah.
Greek Freak. Kobe Bryant, Greek Freak.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we got no more Bridges report time. Oh, go, man. Oh, go, man. Shout out. Hey, I love the show.
No doubt, Nino. Appreciate you,
it, bro.
Greek Freak.
Yeah, they did it again.
Oh, my God.
What's the hormone, bro, that gets
Liam, go ahead.
you're
Give us
all
a
worked
call
up?
back,
Is it cortisol or whatever?
Is that what it is? Cortisol? I don't know.
It starts tripping, blood pressure starts skyrocketing.
I don't know what it is, man.
Bruce, like them old folks at the barbecue, got my blood pressure all up.
Right.
Talking about freaking.
No, I'm on insulin.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Liam, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How are you?
What up, Liam?
Doing all right, man.
All right. As the NBA novice, I have to really disagree with this list. I was looking over it during the last call. I think 10 or 11 of the guys are recent NBA players.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's a thing that exists?
Yeah, man, he is right.
Yeah, no, recency bias definitely plays because part of it is Bleacher Report. Obviously, if they're trying to be successful, the NBA skews younger in its prime demographics, so they've got to be able to reach that. So they can't do a list of guys from the 80s and early 90s that most of these fans have never seen and don't know about. You literally have NBA players who have said, Hakeem Olajuwon, who's that? I'm like, what? But the point is, for sure. There's a lack of reverence for history. So
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When they talk about pure scorers, obviously they want a little bit of everything, right? Some game close to the rim, some mid-range game, and some three-point ability. Is that right?
Not really, because some of the names on here don't have that.
Why would Shaquille O'Neal be on that list before Hakeem Olajuwon?
Or Giannis?
Or what about like Allen Iverson seemed to be a pretty good scorer.
He was an incredible scorer.
Yeah, they're gonna try to argue that he didn't have efficiency or whatever. That's what they're gonna say.
Are they gonna say he didn't have a good shot?
No, they're gonna talk about his efficiency because there's a lot of years he had less than optimal field goal percentages. He's very much a volume scorer.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about like a Barkley? Charles Barkley for a few years there was amazing.
I mean, he's Hall of Fame, and most of it is offensively. I mean, he was a very, very good scorer. He just, he played at a time, I think, where there are a few guys that were better than him, so maybe people overlook him. But I'm not sure if he belongs on a top 15 list. But he's a more pure scorer than a lot of the guys they mentioned on this list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think too, and I know there is no analytic for this, and that's why you guys were talking about nerds. I think you were like, that was a subtle tweet toward me, but I just have a stuffy nose. I'm not that big of a nerd. But why don't we just say best scorers and best 3-point shooters, if that's what we're going to break it down to? Because what about hitting big shots in big time situations? How many of those does Luka hit? Has he hit more than I realized?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Luka hits a lot of them.
He's got like 7 this year.
And I hate it because he's a Laker, but yes, absolutely.
That man Luka's big time for real.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is.
Okay, I haven't. Maybe I missed it, but I wait for the playoffs for that to happen.
You don't remember that playoff run? I mean, the man wiped the floor with what was that, Phoenix?
Guys.
No, agreed. But that can't be.
I think that
go ahead.
What has happened to the NBA, you've got even your centers shooting threes right now. Are we diminishing the value of someone that can score at 50% clips by just mostly getting twos, like a Dr. J, who was phenomenal?
Right.
But he couldn't shoot the three.
How many years did he play with a 3? 4 years, 5 years?
They had him listed at 26%, which I didn't think was that bad.
Back then, that wasn't that bad. But So remember, Sneed, sorry, he played in the ABA with the 3, and then by the time, let's see,
Oh,
he
yeah, it
came
was the
over to the-
NBA that was late to
yeah, so he
institute
came
the
over
3.
to the NBA in '76.
Yeah.
So he had about a 4-year stretch with no threes, and then he got the threes back again.
So at least 10 years.
Yeah, they weren't. You know how it goes.
I think one thing a lot of people are appalled about the Michael Jordan was Jordan come in second or third?
Third?
Second. I mean, no, third. I'm sorry. Kevin Durant was second.
Durant, Jordan, right?
Yeah,
Durant was second. Yeah.
How many NBA all-team defenses did Jordan make?
Well, 9 first team. It might be 9.
Right.
It's 9
I
first team.
don't think there's. I mean, I think that's case closed though in terms of best players though, right? You've got a guy who is the third. Even if you want to give them the debate, he's the third most dangerous.
Yeah, but this list was
this
made to not engage best player ever, right?
Right.
It's the antithesis of
that, you think?
GOAT or whatever, right?
Yeah, they take defense completely out of it.
Completely out of it.
So you're looking at half the game, though. Do you guys have a problem with that?
Scoring. No, it's not even half the game. Hold on.
The list is
it ain't even half the
scoring.
game.
Yeah.
It's not even half the game. Half the game would be offense. This is not even just offense because offense involves assisting, facilitating, playmaking. No, this is just scoring.
Literally scoring. Yeah.
So the title is kind of deceiving, though. Then, I get they have some equation for a pure scorer, but what does that even mean? Does pure score even necessarily mean that you win the game?
Well, they they broke it down how they came up with that. It's a bunch of analytics and it's formulaic. That's the best I can tell you. But
what I would have did is I would have took 25 of the perceived most pure scorers surveyed, right? Like these are the top 25 guys that people are discussing. I'm giving the surveys to former players, current players. I'm giving the survey to coaches, GMs, and I'm giving the survey to fans, and all of them add up to the same calculus, contributing to one thing, because it doesn't matter what their calculus is. It's the people who play the game, watch the game, enjoy the game, consume the game. The algorithm that decided this, be damned. It just does not matter.
So you're saying there needs to be a quantitative amount for passing the eye test.
Yeah, because that's what when we talk about pure scoring in basketball discourse, that's what we're using. It's observational.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
Whenever you've had a conversation about someone discussing pure scores they've ever seen, they start hitting you with analytics. Really?
They did that on purpose.
Right.
They changed the rules to the game to make the game different. You see what I'm saying? That's what these guys did at Bleacher Report. They changed it so they can mix and muck it up and have a bunch of random shit all over the place. Exactly. That's what they want. They want it disorderly. They want it without conduct.
Right, and then they give you a math equation to try and justify the list, which is, you have to fight through the muck in order to try and figure out how they made sense of this list.
Twist your mind into a pretzel, bro. Nothing works.
Triumph Instrumental. Shout out Big Pun.
This guy.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for the call, and thank you for the basketball knowledge. Thanks for the help.
Thanks, Liam.
No doubt, man. You have a good one, man. Appreciate it.
You too. Peace.
Man, I don't know if we gave him any basketball knowledge, but he just got a bunch of aggravated old dudes up here. That's all we're doing.
For sure. All right, let's go ahead.
We're a bunch in air, bro. Talk about this.
I know. Right? Let's take it to the next topic. And we got a guest coming in, and I'm not starting until that guest gets here. Let's go.
Sean. Well, you don't need both brothers on, so I'm going to go ahead and take my lead.
I absolutely do.
You don't need both of the brothers on.
I absolutely do. I'm waiting.
What the fuck?
No, I'm waiting.
What just happened, bro?
I have no idea.
Nah, because I've been hearing about how somebody going to cook me and all this, so now we're going to find out.
I have no idea.
What else, Sean? while we wait for somebody to show up. What's good, Sean?
What's up, man? Bleacher Report has again.
Yes, Bleacher Report is at it again.
Yes, it is.
But they're not talking about superstars who are pure scorers. They're talking about, we're just talking about pure scorers. No ISO Joe, no Tim, no T-Mac. Hey, I don't even like the guy. Paul Pierce should be on there. But regardless, though, you know, they have to prop up the current generation and prop up their favorite golden boy, LeBron James.
No, we're
I
not.
don't think they propped
doing
them up
that
on it.
today.
Yeah.
Right. We're not doing that today. LeBron deserves to be there. We're not doing that.
I mean, okay, fine.
Where you put him?
Oh,
there he is.
But also, I still said that's a different issue. But the problem isn't even the fact that they have beef with Kobe. They always have beef with Kobe. Always. It's just that you're not trying to make anything sense with your criteria. So you're just making it up as you go and use your popularity of your audience as a validator to say, hey, I could say this list and my list is right. And that's absolutely wrong. I mean, you have Steph Curry. Now, I know, Bruce, you say he's not the greatest shooter.
I didn't say that he's not the greatest shooter. I said, are we sure that he is? I didn't say he's not. There's a lot of guys in that argument.
I mean, I understand it, but I mean, okay, arguing about him being the great shooter, yes. About him being a pure scorer, absolutely not. He is, I mean, I'm not saying Steph Curry doesn't bag. He does, but he's not on that level. He doesn't have that bigger bag like Mike and Kobe.
Yeah, I don't understand how you could be the number one pure scorer and you can't go into the post. Like, you're missing a key part of your scoring package. How can you be the number one pure scorer? That doesn't make sense to me.
It's not just like the post. Don't pick out just one thing, but
but
you should have several things, right?
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he's missing a piece as compared to the other elite guys.
It's not even just the post. It's also how the way you scored against even like high level defense. I'm talking about double team, triple team. How you able to find your way to go through these lines in order for you to score. That is something that what a pure score is supposed to be. Like, regardless of whatever type of situation, I'm going to get mine. And Steph, you know what I mean? Steph ain't like that. Then you have the center issue. I don't know why they don't put Hakeem on this list, but they'll put Shaq in there. And I like Shaq. But he ain't getting that buckets like that, like from outside the post, outside that mid range. You know what I mean? He should be. Hakeem is the most skilled. Well, that even also is an argument too, because of Will, but regardless though, for me, he is the most skilled center that I've ever seen.
Agreed.
A big man with that level of footwork. And yeah, you don't really put him on like on the pure score list.
I got you.
Well, I mean, every time somebody's got scoring issues, they call Hakeem.
They do call Hakeem.
Interesting how that works. Yeah.
And while I agree, now when it comes to Jokic, for me, fine. He's a better pure scorer than Giannis. But both of them are not supposed to be on this list. They're not in this. Come on, they're not even on this list. It should be exclusive for guys who play like the way this, like moments later, or like moments ago, where I said like high tier defense, how the way you score, you know what I mean, through the eye test, and none of those two don't really do that. You know what I mean? They play in the cupcake era. But I don't know. For me, Bleacher Report, I don't really care for them as a publication. then you should not be talking about basketball at all. And hopefully they be out of business. That probably is the best thing for the NBA to get them out of there.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, I appreciate the call, Sean. Thank you, brother.
All right,
No
Sean.
problem.
So with you, bro.
All right. So let's go ahead and we got the next topic up. And this one was kind of crazy. Correction. I thought it was crazy. And actually, it's funny, though, that as we were talking about the pure scorer list and everything, I thought it was interesting that this guy, with these guys, James Harden, didn't make that list according to Bleacher Report.
Everybody says he's one of the greatest scorers they've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, he did.
But they did mention ethical. They did mention, ethical basketball. So now that's a thing.
That's the thing. You know why that's the thing? That's the thing for people like, certain members of the chat who's always complaining about SGA, and they're lying when they do that, by the way, because we proved that's all false. But, what are you going to do? People want to hold on to their falsehoods. So, all right. So we got this next topic. To me was kind of wild. Did you hear about this, Sneed?
I did.
So Pat Bev and D Wade were kind of going back and forth on this. And the reason why
do they have a pass, Bruce?
I don't think they have a pass. Not
really.
Pat Bev is just mad.
I'm getting that Isaiah Thomas, Zeke MJ vibe or something,
I mean, they're both from Chicago, so I don't know. But I mean, Pat Beverly's never been what D Wade is, so that shouldn't even be an issue.
Yeah, this one seems like it's out of nowhere then if they don't have a past.
Yeah, I don't. He just said something absurd.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, but for those who aren't aware, we have the clip here.
Sean says they have a past.
Do they?
Okay, all right. Yeah. So maybe there is something there.
Yeah. All right, chat. Look that up. Tell us what that past is. I'm sorry, I didn't catch it. Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do, y'all. We are gonna play Pat Beverly's initial comments that set this whole thing off. And we are going to go from there and we're going to discuss it. So this is, I don't know. So let's go.
F with D Wade. Like this, that's the homie. But when it comes to like a player, right? You're talking about a player that can score, a player that can get to the free throw line, a player that can pass it out of pick and roll. A lot of people were going under on D Wade pick and rolls. I ain't go front. Like, you feel me? A lot of people was letting D Wade have that. Yes, does D Wade have clutch gene? You're absolutely right. Yes, at times have we seen D Wade be more clutcher than James Harden? Yes, we have. But when we talk about a better player, like James Harden is a better player than Dwayne Wade, right? And people get it confused because they think about D Wade won a championship, and you can't take that away, right? But championship is a team, right? That's a team award. I'm talking about individual award. Who's a better player? And you have to go individually. You have to go with James Harden. I don't even think it's and no disrespect to AI and Dwayne Wade. I don't even think it's close. Like I think James Harden really might be probably one of the best scorers this game has ever seen. I think we need to applaud that.
Bruce,
yes.
He didn't make the top 15 purest scorers list. So that's it. I mean, we just put an end to it. But no, seriously, yes, for a guy who built his career on being a pesky defender, for him to completely neglect the defensive mentions, that's crazy to me, because Dwayne Wade is one of the best defensive guards to ever play the game, especially rim protection for a guard.
Yes.
That's unique. He's special in the pantheon of guards who defend at a high level. Dwayne Wade blocked shots at the rim at 6'4".
All-time leading shot blocking guard.
He averaged like 2.5 a game or something. One of his best years. That's a guard.
Yeah, Wade's kind of crazy.
1.7. I mean, no, 1.3 has been his highest average.
And I remember him blocking centers, power forwards back when they had those. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day.
For real.
Yeah, he was amazing, man. And he fought through screens. Yes. And he was tough as nails on the perimeter. And, he talked about his offensive game. And, people would go under on Dwayne Wade. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but everything else was really good.
Yeah.
you know, if you want to say that people went under him, okay, he wasn't a prolific 3-point shooter, but pretty much everything else, Dwayne Wade was top tier.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know what, Transformer, go ahead, man. What are your thoughts on Pat Beverly's comments about James Harden being better than D Wade and saying he doesn't even know if it's close?
I feel like this show has just been back to back to back topics of just utter bullshit, buffoonery, tomfoolery, dumbassness, shit,
Rage bait.
led astray, rage bait.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
mind-blowing conversations that we're having thus far. First, we start off about some Republican down here just putting his panties on for Trump. Then we go to number 2 about Bleacher Report and the dynamic nerds of the NBA just creating bullshit.
Revenge of the Nerds, bro.
Revenge of the Nerds, part 2. Then we got freaking Patrick Beverly saying
He
that
said
it's
the homie.
not even close
Yeah.
He said D Wade the homie.
Mm-hmm.
that Harden is better than Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Folks forgot. Folks forgot about Dwayne Wade, man.
They really did.
And at this point, I'm gonna jump on this bandwagon. I'm blaming LeBron James.
Whoa. Whoa.
I'm blaming LeBron. Because maybe we just forgot how great Dwayne Wade was before LeBron took that team over.
You talking about a guy who perennially was in the top 3 in MVP voting every year?
Yep.
You talking about the guy with the finals MVP?
Yep.
You talking about the guy who was punching Kobe in the face in All-Star games?
Yep. Broke his nose.
Yep.
Yeah, the guy who did his best, averaged 26 in those finals where LeBron vanished against the Mavs. That guy?
Yep.
Okay.
So the same Dwayne Wade that you guys just gave all those accolades to.
Mm-hmm.
Where's James Harden? Oh, he won an MVP. Bravo. Scoring title. Bravo.
Yeah.
But when the rubber met the road every
That's
fucking
scoring title,
time,
by the way.
every time the rubber met the road, when folks really needed James Harden,
Yep.
what happened?
Baby, don't cry no more.
What happened? Who got fat and ran?
Yeah.
What happened? Who goes ghost in the fourth quarter?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Game 7. Do we need to bring that up? What happened?
Listen,
When KD needed you, when KD and Westbrook needed you the most, what happened?
Pete James Harden was a problem. I can't front on that. But
Offensively, absolutely.
to the point you're making, that's right. To the point you're making, Transformer, in the biggest moments, he always seems to vanish. Like, that's a big problem.
Not vanish. I'm talking he gives Casper a run for his money.
Oh. Casper? Damn.
Casper. We talking about the friendly ghost.
He did Rubio dirty.
You know what I mean? This is just an absurd conversation to have when you're trying to say the man who, for his career, we know fades away in the biggest moments. We know goes quiet in the playoffs. We have to go hunting for him in the postseason. That was never Dwayne Wade.
No.
Dwayne Wade carried
that
that Miami Heat team in 06.
Yes. Injuries is what stopped D-Wade.
Yes. Now, you could talk about the offensive bag and crap all you want, but as great as James Harden bag was, that's how great a defender Dwayne Wade was.
Yes.
Agreed.
And he's also going to give you 30.
And this is where the problem lies for me, Transformer. I know people don't like when I say it, but I don't know how we can consistently ignore the defensive side of the ball. So I did a little thought experiment earlier, right? So let's say James Harden at his absolute peak was a 95 defensively, right? I think that's fair, right?
A 95?
Offensively, pardon
Oh,
me.
I'm like, what are you smoking?
Now, hold on. In OKC, James Harden was a good defender.
He was decent.
He was good.
It
Yeah,
was decent.
he was decent. I'm not going to say good.
I'm not gonna say good,
I
right.
mean, but I
No, he was good. They used to give him the hardest defensive perimeter assignment. He was
That was
a
solid.
good defender.
No, that was the light skinned cat.
No, not well. They gave him
Yeah,
They did
Jeremy
give him.
Lamb.
No,
yeah,
not
but he
Jeremy.
wasn't always there. Remember,
Jeremy.
James Harden was coming
Not
off
Lamb,
the bench.
the other guy.
That
got a
was
weird name.
Cephalosha.
Savalosa.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cephalosha, yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
they gave
but
it to him.
Cephalosha couldn't play all the time because he couldn't shoot.
Yeah.
So James Harden had moments where he was defending the other team's best perimeter scorer.
Yeah, but regardless, right? So let's say offensively at his peak, James Harden's a 95, right? And then let's say then he's a 65 on defense at that same time, right?
Mhm.
So 95 plus 65 I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna get a calculator because I freaking suck at math.
95 plus 65?
Yeah.
Wait, but average would be 50.
160.
Is 160. So that gives you an average of 80. A total of 160, average of 80.
No. Average is 50. This is a bell-shaped curve. 50
Average is
above,
50.
50 below, right? So 50 is average.
Well, I'm just going based off of we got a max of 100, and at his
Me
peak he was
too.
a 95 on offense.
Okay, if I take if I take 100 players, cut them down the middle at 50. If James Harden is average, he's in the middle at 50.
Okay, so you're doing that. I wasn't doing that, science man.
What
Science and math, man.
is scientific about that? That's not
No.
that crazy.
That's messing
You're
with my
doing
brain.
school grades, bro.
Yes, I'm doing school grades.
we're
Right.
not-
Yes. So if I give you on the defensive side, out of 100, you have a 60 or a 65. A 65, I said. And out of 100 offensively, you're a 95. That's a 160 is your total. Your average is 80. So that's what you are as a player. You're 80. If we consider the offensive and defensive side. Now you flip it to D Wade at his peak, he's an 85 offensively, right? And he's an 85 defensively. What's that? 170? Right? So you got a higher average. D Wade becomes the better player because he gives you more on the defensive side and almost as much offensively. I don't know why this is so hard. The fact is we are so enamored by offense and we are so enamored by the triple doubles and the step back threes and all that. Great. That's fantastic for the clips and the reels and the YouTube shorts and all that. Fantastic. It doesn't make him a better freaking player. It just doesn't. Yes, Steve, chill out. For real. We're all like easy, math teacher. Easy. My man said bell curve. I'm like, no.
Bro, but hold on a second, bro. What's the average IQ?
The average IQ?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's 100.
Is it 100?
Yes, it's 100. Average is 100. And the reason they do that is so anybody who's below, anybody who's above, it's a nice, clean cut point. Same thing when you do averages. Bro, hold on a second, bro. Hold on, real quick. How do you rate the members of the of the opposite sex? How do we rate them?
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
And what is average?
A 6, 7.
A 5.
Well,
like,
you're talking
okay,
about
all
right in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
See, but you want to make it
That's
like
the same
school
thing.
grades. You're trying to tell me 70 is average. That's
No.
great inflation.
No, I'm not talking about what the average is. I'm talking about what they are. If you got 2 papers from one of your students, right? 2 science papers,
Oh Lord, here we go.
and one of them was a 95 and the other was a 65, what do they get for the semester? You see what I'm saying?
If I have James Harden getting rated amongst 100 players and I say he's average, I'm thinking he's around 50.
No, see, you're not thinking about this.
You're putting him in so when you give him 70, or what did you say, 65?
65 plus 95.
You know what you just did? You put him in the top third of defenders, Bruce. Are you ready to do that? See, now you're mad, bro. Look at you. Look at you all kerfuffled. Look at you.
Okay, are you considering it like okay, Bruce, I think you're considering it like a 2K rating, which would make it horrible.
Okay.
I think that's what you're doing. Sneed is like, okay, you're putting the average of players. Like in
Yeah, I
this
wasn't
case,
doing
he's
that.
actually higher than what you're trying to make him seem
Right, I
like.
wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
Bruce,
I was
you're
just
trying to
saying-
make it more of a 2K rating.
I was saying this is where I grade him on defense. This is where I grade him on offense on a 100-point scale. I was not.
Yeah,
doing
that's
this
more of a
doing.
that's more of a 2K rating that you're doing. Meaning you're 50, that 45%, well, 50% that you give him on defense will make him a bad defender.
I did not do well in statistics. Let's not do this anymore.
Sneed is over here like, no,
Please.
Bruce, that's making him high.
Yeah,
Right.
Make him down. Like, hold up. You
Like, how you gonna put it that high, bro?
No, that's not what I'm doing.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
We're back. We're back, guys. Welcome to the
Okay.
Format
If I
Podcast,
was
where we like to
saying-
discuss
Because if I'm
politics,
using my
math,
rating,
and sports.
listen, if I'm doing my rating, he's going under 50 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Per
okay.
the average. Per average.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
even if you do that, at the end of the day, my greater point is because of D Wade's far superior defensive end and not so far inferior offensive end, he's the better player. That's my greater point. We got off on a tangent on how we came to that, but
They're
you
both
understand my point.
they're both top 10 scorers of their era.
Sure.
But one guy is like all NBA defense.
Yes.
Yeah. 2-time? 3-time?
Uh,
3-time. 3-time all NBA defense.
Oh.
Yep. 3-time all defensive team. Second team. One time he was third in defensive player of the year. Third
Oh.
as a shooting guard.
Because NBA coaches were like, this dude is blocking centers.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, we probably need to throw some votes over here.
He
Correct.
finished third in defensive player of the year, averaging 30 points
Mhm.
per game. He finished third in
That's
MVP
crazy.
that same season.
That's crazy. You will never see that from Harden.
And you know what happened the
Never.
following year? They built the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened after that year. Call me a liar, Transformer.
built the Heatles.
Oh, built the Heatles.
Yeah, the
years
Heatles were
after
built
that.
right after that
2 years
season.
after that.
2
yeah.
years after that. It was 2
2
years.
years. So that was
Yeah.
08.
Yeah, the
Yes.
NBA
Yeah.
08 D Wade was crazy, bro.
third in MVP was the 08 season. Yeah, they
Mhm.
become the Heatles to 10.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go.
Right. So I wanna continue to bang this drum, guys. Why is it that we can and Ed Dog is the main one? Why do
Where's
we
he at? Why isn't he
continue
on here?
He,
Because he's a coward who doesn't want to turn his camera on.
He's at work, probably. That's
He's
why.
not at work. No,
He's not at work.
No, he doesn't want to turn his camera on. Because I told him, come, we
Transformer
gotta
about to
show
apply
our
pressure
faces.
right
we
now,
gotta,
bro.
We gotta stand up and turn out. Here he is on the phone. We gotta
Oh
stand
no,
up.
I was just about to call him too.
What you got, Ed Dog? What you got?
Hey, yo. Hey, I'm gonna be 3-6 Mafia, break the law, and go ahead, man. You not for to keep this
Bro,
me and
I ain't
anything like
On
that.
the freaking get on the
There you
show,
go.
bro. Hang up
There
the
you
phone,
go.
Bruce.
Bro, I am at home. I am in the bed. I am not gonna do that. I came
Bro, you
up
got a
on there.
table in the dining room. You got a
Mhm.
living space. You got a chair.
Mhm.
Hey, yo, we going. Hey, man, you going government? Need chill. Now I'm here. Let me say this. Bruce Hope, D
Bruce, what's
Wade.
your middle initial, Bruce?
I rank him over James Harden. Okay, let me go ahead and get that out the way. Now, what I think Pat Bev was coming from was probably the
From the bar?
accomplishment. So he was probably coming from accomplishment. Hey, you can say
Definitely
bar,
coming
you
from
can
the
be
bar.
disingenuous. all
Yeah,
you
because
want
you
to
drunk
do.
as hell talking that crap he was talking.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, but he okay. Let's not just let's not act like James Harden is a scrub.
Nobody
He's
said.
No, that's not the conversation. Now you're trying to diminish.
He said
Period.
it's not even close. James Harden is a greater player than Dwayne Wade
Mhm.
and a
Which-
better
Okay,
player
I
than Dwayne Wade.
think he's probably talking about my individual.
Ain't no probably. Ain't no probably.
Okay,
Even if you're talking individual accolades, Dwayne Wade got more than him.
as in
James
far as-
Harden only has an MVP.
Okay,
That's
what
it.
about NBA All First? How about NBA All First team?
How about champion 4 times?
Okay, you saying team? You bringing team success in there? And
Yeah, but
we
D
not
Wade
talking about-
carried.
Those fall under his accolades.
Let's not. Okay, wait a minute. Now y'all must forgot about 2018, 2019 James Harden.
What did he do in 2018 and 2019? What did he do? Choke.
Oh,
He
okay,
choked.
okay, so it was his fault that Chris Paul got hurt when it was up 3-2?
And what did he do in game 7?
Mhm.
He choked.
Was it his fault that Chris?
Yes,
Paul
it
got-
was because he's the leader of that team and he
They
choked.
won,
He went
they
away.
won games
choked.
without Chris Paul. So
Yep.
why did he lose that one?
Choked.
Yep.
What did he shoot like? Oh, he was like 1 for 14. It was something
1 for
crazy.
17.
I give you.
He choked.
I'm not just going. Okay, all I'm saying. Okay, look, how many? I think he had like what 4 or 5 50-point games in like 15, 40-point
That's
games
fine.
in the season. But
That's
no,
cool.
what I'm
He can
saying-
score.
And he got 4, and is he a 4-time all leading led the league in scoring during the season or something like that? If I'm not mistaken.
3 times. 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
3 times
Okay,
scoring
he
champ.
has one. But okay, and he was in that system. What was that? Mike D'Antoni was coaching the Houston
Mhm.
Rockets or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was in
An
that
offensive system. Yes.
Everybody
And
goes
hold-
off in that system. Just ask Linsanity.
Hey, Kobe, God rest the dead. He said the same thing too. He said he was an offensive genius. He wanted him as a coach too, or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But all I'm saying is this right here: James Harden was in that conversation as like a top 5 shooting guard. He's not over Dwayne Wade. I would not disrespect nothing like that.
Was he ever considered the best shooting guard?
Man, okay, like I said, around that 2018 season, he was in that conversation.
He was considered the best scorer in the game. You know what James Harden's major problem was?
Mm-mm.
You know what his major problem was? He never realized all that regular season shit that he pulled really don't work when them referees really stop blowing that whistle. So his handicap is his skill that he created during a regular season became a handicap, and he never learned how to adapt to his handicap in the postseason. That was James Harden's problem. He had 7 years, I think it was like 6 or 7 years. He led the league in free throw attempts. Okay. And when it came to the postseason, the ref stopped calling that hook and arm crap that he got to inflate his numbers to get to 36 points per game.
So what happened? Okay, so what happened in Brooklyn? Some people out there were saying that, hey, he was like better than those guys with KD and Kyrie when he was in Brooklyn. Even though he didn't want to go to Brooklyn, he wanted to go to Philly.
Whoever said James Harden was better than KD?
He played in Philly. What's your point, bro?
No, he did not. No, I know what I'm saying. He did not want to go to Brooklyn. He really wanted to go to Philly. But
Okay, how did things go in Philly?
Oh, it was
terrible. Good and terrible.
He was the leader of that team. Hey,
Good and terrible.
If we want to say that, if we want to talk about that, but as
It
far
was
as
good and terrible in Philly.
As far as that, I'm saying that look, man, I'm not putting once again, Bruce Hope. He's not better than Dwayne Wade. Okay,
How?
He's not.
I say he's not. He's not.
I say he's not.
Oh, okay.
I say
Well, I'm
he's
about
not.
to say.
Yeah. No, that's not the tune he was singing earlier today, Transformers. My man be getting on the show and switching it all up.
Hold on. No. Hold on. The tune I was saying was that, man, I'm not for the separate and think that you gonna treat James Harden like he was some scrub when he wasn't.
I've never said that.
We did not see this. We did not see this when he was in OKC. He was a 6th man and all that. Nobody.
Pat Beverly said
he choked in the finals too.
Okay, Sean,
Pat
you're
Beverly
missing the
said-
context of this conversation.
Pat Beverly said he's clearly better than Dwayne Wade, and it's not even close.
Yes.
And that's way wrong. That's so far wrong that it's left, right, and up and down. It's a joystick.
So why? So why would Pat Bev say that? Is it because he's looking at individual accomplishments?
Even based on his
That's crazy,
criteria
right?
about him talking about, like, why, it really still doesn't fit.
Nope.
He completely evaded an entire segment of the game, which is defense.
Which is crazy.
And the irony of that
I know.
is that Pat Beverly built his career off of being a
Defense.
ferocious defender.
Yes, he was. Yes, but
It's
even though
ironic that he did that.
Yeah, he got drafted with Miami. I think he was an undrafted guy. He got, he went to Miami. Then he went to go play alongside with Houston. With James Harden in Houston. But hey, he's in the top 10 of scoring of all time now. He's number 9. He passed Shaq. So
Even if you look at
like he's
Sean.
9,000. He's like in top 10 in assists. So I guess that's what he was going off of because he's up. He's in the top 10.
Ed Dog,
yes, sir.
You still have not answered the question. How are you completely ignoring the other side of the ball? You're completely ignoring that.
I'm not
Answer
ignoring.
that.
I gave Bruce. I gave you that other side of the ball. I said that already. He's a better defender. He's top.
That's
5.
the only thing we could
guard.
actually say with 100% certainty. There are 7 degrees of separation between James Harden and Dwayne Wade, with Dwayne Wade being on the plus side on defense. That is the only thing there's a large discrepancy with. Everything else is close, but Dwayne Wade still has him in some things.
Okay.
Cook him.
Is he
Cook him, Sneed?
Okay. Bruce, man, drink your water and shut up.
Don't worry about don't worry about my water.
Whatever, bro.
I took that from you.
Okay. Is he a top 5 shooting guard?
No.
Is he?
No.
James Harden?
No.
He's not in the top 5. He's not in the top 5. So you rank him over. So you rank Allen Iverson over him?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll put AI over him.
How?
AI carried he carried a freaking Sixers team to the finals.
Okay, let's go. Okay, hold on. So y'all don't think Allen Iverson didn't have any chokers in the playoff game?
He carried a team to the finals.
Hold on, wait a minute. I asked the question, do y'all think that Allen Iverson had any chokers or spunk up in the playoff series? Bruce?
No. They leaned on him.
Okay, 2001, and I watched that game when they played against the Milwaukee Bucks. He was 5 for 27. Come on now.
Is that 1 for 17?
But y'all say that he didn't have any singles.
Is it 1 for 17?
A stinker and a choke artist. You're giving me one game versus a choke artist. That's two different things.
You said he didn't have any stinkers, though. That's what I was asking you. And then let's not forget
how are you comparing? Sean, slow down. Slow yourself down. Slow down. Sean, slow down.
He was alongside with Denver Nuggets.
Sean, slow down. You're comparing. You're trying to say one game compared to an entire career of James Harden being a choke artist. An entire career.
He played in Denver too. He had some stinkers in the playoffs when he played.
He wasn't the man then. That was Melo's team.
Mm-hmm.
That's Melo's team. That's not even the same thing. Did he or did he not carry a Sixers team to the NBA Finals? Did he not?
To the NBA. Okay, that's what you want to use for the argument. I'm not going to argue
because that's when you want to talk about a better player. Harden couldn't do that in the second round. You're choking in the first round. You're choking in the second round. You go completely absent when the team needs you the most. The MVP numbers, the godly 36 points per game, the best scorer in the NBA. He goes ice cold in back-to-back years.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing with Kevin Durant. You're playing with Westbrook. You're playing with Joel Embiid. You're playing with Chris Paul. All these teams, you had weapons. So where's the excuse for you? If you're that good of a shooting guard,
you just said when he was playing. Now you just said when Allen Iverson played alongside with Carmelo, that was Carmelo's team. Now whose team was it when he went to Philly? Was it Joel Embiid's team?
Wasn't he supposed to be the guy?
Oh my God, we answered question with question.
Wasn't he supposed to be the guy?
So Embiid was supposed to be the guy.
And how much help did he give Joel Embiid?
Oh man, that's crazy.
Nothing. James Harden doesn't have a postseason freaking series that anybody can remember other than him choking. That's James Harden's career.
No, hold on a second. I remember what Meta World Peace did to him with that elbow.
Wait, what?
I remember what Meta World Peace did with that elbow when he
elbowed
him into sent him into the shadow realm.
Yeah, he did get a concussion. But other than that, bro, when you want to talk about the better player, the best player, when you want to talk about better than another player, it's not about what you just did in a regular season. Where's your postseason success?
Did you ever level up in the playoffs?
Did you level up past what you did in the regular season?
Okay, wait a minute. Now, you just said, okay, let's go back to Houston years. Now, with the Golden, who did they get to before they had got to Golden State? Did he not level up his postseason success?
They were up 3-1, and he choked it.
He choked it away.
But before Golden State, though, that was the Western Conference. Did he choke in those other two series, though, before Houston? I mean, before Golden State. You talking about
the series that didn't exist in Philly?
No, we talking about Houston.
I know. He choked in Houston, and he was non-existent basically since then.
He did not have he did not. I'm just saying before he got to play against the Golden State Warriors. He did not. games before those other playoff series before he had got it matched up with Golden State. Even though Chris Paul went there, I could have.
He didn't do anything in the series against the Heat in 2012. Nothing. He didn't contribute to that series at all.
Sean, Bobby trying to help you, brother.
Man, look,
Why
man,
you
I'm
keep
not
trying to
gonna
create
take
singularity
James Harden
instances
bro.
for
This
the end result being the exact same?
You don't listen. Nobody's saying James Harden was a scrub. You need to listen.
Nobody said he was a scrub.
Nobody's saying that.
We're talking literally
We're saying
James
he's not
Harden
better than D Wade
versus Dwayne Wade.
That's not hard.
absolutely, he's not better than D-Wade. I give you that.
Then
He's
what
not
is
better
all
than
this
D-Wade.
argument for? What are you doing?
No, but what I was saying was,
Oh my
again,
gosh.
clean your gray hairs out your ears. I was saying basically about him when he was talking about on the other side, his individual accomplishments, not the team success. That's all I'm saying.
Because we're comparing him to Dwayne Wade.
Oh my gosh. You've already acknowledged that D Wade is better, but you still want to argue.
James Harden.
What are you doing? Come on, bro. Man. You hear that sound?
Oh,
That's that Ed dog crackling in the pan. Hold on, I gotta get the cover.
In all reality, man,
all over my new cabinets.
this man Patrick Beverly, I don't know what the hell type of smoke he wanted to wake up on, but that was just a bridge, just far too burnt down. Like that was bad. That was bad. Now he could have said better scorer. I would have gave you an argument. Like, okay, scoring,
right?
All right, you got an argument there. But player,
Bruce.
Player is crazy, and not close is crazier.
In the background, I heard the smoke detector.
Oh no, you don't hear that? No, you don't.
Yeah, I do hear that.
You do not.
I do hear that.
Nope.
I do hear it.
Saying that
I
because
do
he's
hear it. I
black,
can smoke through the phone. But anyway,
whatever, man.
just like James Uthmeyer. Meyer.
Right.
all right, man.
Yeah, you be you.
Love you, bro.
James Heimlich maneuver.
Love you too, D. All right, D.
All right, brother.
James Heimlich maneuver.
James Heimlich.
Oh, geez.
All right, y'all. Anybody else want to call in? We'll take a couple more calls on this. I don't even know who was the point of that last one. I was arguing just to argue. That made no sense.
Oh yeah.
First,
Dwayne Wade's better than James Harden.
But
What?
What are we talking about? My man went to argue for the next 10 minutes for no reason. That was insane.
No, we're not saying that, like, this did nothing to diminish James Harden's career. We're just comparing the two. We were given two objectives to compare and contrast. That's literally all
we compare everything all the time.
All the time,
right? You compare your second experience to your third one, to your fourth one, to your fifth one. Where they stack up,
Yeah. First wife to the second wife.
Well, I mean, I ain't trying to play that game, bro.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm trying to lock it. I'm trying to lock it in one time. Get it right, bro.
That's always the goal. Yeah. That's always the goal. Sean, what up?
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna keep it short. And regardless of any years you want to name it, Harden is not better than D Wade.
No,
not even close.
What year, Sean? What year was Dwayne Wade not better than James Harden when they were in the league together at the same time?
After the knees.
Okay.
That's what I was about to say.
That,
later on.
All right. The year that James Harden, you could say, is better, even though I mean, that was the time when the era actually came through. Was probably like 2014,
later,
2015.
No, like 18.
Yeah.
Probably after 16.
Yeah, it was because what we look 18, 19. That's when James Harden averaged 36 a game, and he was absolutely.
I know I was talking about like with D Wade, like that. If I pick a year that like when D Wade wasn't better than Harden, it was like starting like 2014, 2015,
right after the Heatles.
But yeah, after the Heatles, after when
Yeah, but you're picking Dwayne Wade's dissension from injuries, and Harden still had not ascended past him.
Well, James Harden won MVP, second in MVP in 2014, so that'd be about right.
Oh, okay. So then I guess you could say 15 definitively. Then
I think when you look at D Wade, Chicago, Cleveland, you know, and then at the very end in Miami, I'll give you that. But I mean, if you career, nah. And then again, when I look both of them in their peak primes, nah.
Yeah, I'll take Dwayne Wade 100 times out of 10.
For sure. Right, exactly, Horizon Vibes, exactly.
I think the reason why Pat Bev said that because him and D-Wade had heat. You know what I mean? Like originally, Pat Bev used to be like he used to be drafted in 2010, 2011. You know what I mean? Where the beginning year of the Eagles. You know what I mean? That he had training camp and probably had some beef with some other teammate or whatsoever. So instead, they chose one guy over him, and he went to overseas. That is the summary of all that.
Mm-hmm.
So somehow when he said all this, I think is partially come out of that situation. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like for me, I think that a lot of people need to appreciate more two-way players, and also appreciate defense.
That's not what's marketed, Sean. Unfortunately, we saw Ed Dog screaming in the chat for like an hour earlier. Offense sells tickets, defense doesn't matter. Like that's not what's marketed.
I mean, this is why I said I stopped arguing with bronsexuals, man. Even when it comes to other topics.
This had nothing to do with LeBron, Sean. Come on.
That boy Sean doesn't like LeBron, bro.
So you're trying to say if we made the knee pads on order, you wouldn't buy a pair?
Like for him, he loves the modern day players. He loves like this offensive, fast paced, you know, flopping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You feel like you're selling in a WWE ring type of NBA. He likes that stuff.
Yes, he does.
Wow, you guys are like the opposite. So he just saying like, I'm just gonna come here in order to support for the younger generation while you guys be pumping up for the older one, which that doesn't make any sense because it doesn't really matter about who's younger or older. It's about how the way you play the game.
Right.
Always have been. If I see D-Wade flopping like James Harden and James Harden was playing defense, I'm not going to sit here and say D-Wade is a better player because of how he flops. I'm going to pick the guy who plays both sides of the floor. And I think they should just keep that same energy. But, you know what I mean, they won't. You know what I mean, they never will. It's the same. It's the same old spill. What next? You know what I mean? The next topic is sure. What guy can actually say is Russell Westbrook better than Jerry West? I guess that'll probably be the new topic. It'll probably be the next topic right now.
No.
Hey, I'm just saying.
He's just picking the most like illegitimate comparison is what.
Got you.
Oh shit.
All right, Sean. Well, I appreciate you, man. We're gonna let you go get to this last topic and then get up out of here, man.
No problem.
All right, brother. Thanks for the call, man. Woo, okay, man. That was interesting. Or maybe not. All right. Let's go to the final topic, y'all. Final topic. I don't even remember how I came up with this. I must have been listening to or watching something, and it really got me thinking. Besides the fact that darn near every really good player in the NBA ends up in the Hall of Fame, and this will be a short one. Do you guys see Dame Lillard truly as a Hall of Famer? I'm really on the fence with that. I just don't know.
I mean, he was.
Did T-Mac make the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Dame Lillard's gonna make the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's a great point.
So that's the comp you're saying?
That's the comp. Yeah.
I guess that's the end of the segment.
Because I think
Hey,
what
Bruce
Transformers
said, he like, damn, man, that was a good one. I was like, this is over.
Because I get
I
what
gotta take
Transformers
that
doing there. You have an influential player,
Yeah.
who during his prime, we'll say for about 10 years, was impacting basketball games on a high level.
Yeah.
You know, him and Steph, what they were doing from the logos really captivated audiences, bro. Yeah. So I think a lot of that, you know, he's a prolific 3-point shooter. He's a major big time scorer. You know, they made a couple of nice little playoff runs, but I mean, you can not make noise in the playoffs and still go to the Hall of Fame, bro. But I mean, in his peak, I mean, he really was an incredible player. He's a lot of fun to watch. He was a prolific scorer. I don't really remember too many defensive moments, but he was a prolific scorer. He had great end of game moments, Bruce. The big time shots, bro.
Sure.
Yeah. Because I mean, like,
there's some defense right there.
I nearly put it there because of like you guys are saying, their careers are very, very similar. They both have 8, 9, 10-year stretches where at the top of their game, oh man, they were a problem, right? But you look at the postseason success. I mean, both of them ended up in the same spots. I mean, actually, Dame Lillard has the advantage there because he won more series than Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady never won a series.
That's true.
Dame Lillard put it in OKC's eye right there. That was the end of the series. Bye-bye. You go home, right? He invented Dame time.
Paul George said that was a bad shot.
Bad shot, but not for him.
No, it was a bad shot.
Bad shot.
No, it
Cash.
really was. But he made it. Right.
Cash, right? Yo,
Look,
bad shot for anybody not named Steph and him.
But think about the fact that you make the shot doesn't make it a good shot if it's a bad shot, right? Like we talk about it all the time. Paul Pierce, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, obviously Michael Jordan on top, and Kobe.
Who won the 3-point contest this year at the All-Star weekend?
Dame Lillard.
Dame Lillard.
No, but I'm saying, Sneed, you know that there are certain shots that are just bad shots, but there are certain guys who are tough shot makers, right?
Yeah.
And so just because you're an elite tough shot maker doesn't make the shot better. It makes you better at making them, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, Jesus. He made the 75th anniversary team, too. That's automatic.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. Yeah.
It's automatic.
Did not do
I like where your head was going with this segment.
This topic.
Hold on. I got one better than even Transformers, right?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
They are already queuing in Draymond Green into the Hall of Fame.
4-time champion, though. Multiple-time defensive player of the year.
But what was his place?
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert's got like 4 DPOYs.
He's gonna get into.
So my point is if I take the things that supposedly get Draymond into the Hall of Fame, and people say it as a matter of factly, they're saying slam dunk Draymond Green's in the Hall of Fame. Well, then what is Dame Lillard then? Who is 10 times the player, 100 times the player?
Yeah. So Draymond is 9-time All-NBA defense.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Defensive player of the year, 2-time All-NBA, steals champ, 4-time champ, 4-time All-Star.
5-time first team and 4-time second team. That'll get you in.
Yeah.
That'll get you in.
You really think
Yes.
that he shit is crazy.
And he finished top 3 in defensive player of the year 4 years. 5 years.
That's kind of
That's tough.
yeah.
That's tough.
I don't
back year, but 3 years straight.
No,
He finished
Ed
top
Dog.
2 in defensive player of the year.
Ed Dog, you really don't know how analogies and equivalencies work. You really don't. I'm gonna speak for Sneed here. I think I can do this. It's not about valuing defense with D Wade and not discrediting Draymond. He was valuing the complete player with D Wade.
And Draymond's the opposite. Turn it around. Now you have no offense.
He's the opposite of James Harden. Right. That's what he is.
And I'm not going to use the championships because he was the 4th or 5th guy on those teams.
Yeah.
Not even.
But people offensively, but people will tell you that they'll tell you he was a linchpin, right? This is a guy that's, defending everybody and he's grabbing the rebound. And
bro, you can't. Did you go to the Hall of Fame for setting screens?
They're gonna say that his role on that team, right?
Yeah, he was the glue, though.
They're gonna say
I agree with that.
What Draymond meant to that team. That's what's gonna be said.
But that doesn't.
Be quite honest with you. With no Dre, they don't win 4 championships.
I get it, and we could say the same thing about a lot of players who were glue guys. PJ Brown was a glue guy in 08. Where's he?
But he doesn't look. I'm not the Draymond guy, but he doesn't have the accolades Draymond has. Yo, Horizon Vibes, you a fool.
There we go. Wait, how did he shut it down? He didn't shut that down.
You don't think he had anything to do with why they didn't win 16?
Yeah, he's got a lot to do.
In 16?
You don't think he has anything to do with why KD left?
Well, no, because the 3 straight they would have lost anyway because KD and Clay got hurt. That would have been 3 straight.
Oh my goodness!
I'm talking about the tweak.
I think
winning 3 straight, KD and Clay got hurt that year.
I was looking at it as the first one, the one where they lost to LeBron in Cleveland, where Cleveland
16.
came back from 1-3. That's what I was looking
16.
at.
Oh, wait, that would have been back to back to back?
Well, they
Yeah.
won 15, 16, 17.
Well, theoretically, I
18.
mean, well, you're assuming that they win in 17. They don't go get Kevin Durant if they win this championship, though.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
Okay.
I
That would just be completely overkill. Because they got no threat. They're like, okay, we won back to back years. We got
Do
no
they
threat.
look bothered by that? By complete overkill?
No.
There you go.
Hell no, they don't.
It might have happened. It might have happened.
I was like, wait a minute, did I forget something? When was they supposed to win 3 straight?
Oh my gosh. But
Could have been.
So
But a true Hall of Famer, yeah.
yes, Lillard
he's
is a
going
true
to
Hall
make
of
it.
Famer. You guys have made that clear, and you are correct.
I feel so bad because I felt like Bruce wanted this to be a topic for real. But it was like, he was like, damn,
Look,
Transformer
I
Sneak
blew it.
kind of killed that shit
Yeah,
fast.
no, I blew it. There is no topic.
It's
here.
always comparative though, right? Like
That's
we look
shorter
at
than the
other
quick hits.
guys. You look at other guys who get into the Hall of Fame, you're like, okay, was Dame better than those guys? And it's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like, yeah, he's
I
better
guess,
than
I
us.
guess my biggest issue is, and team stuff is team stuff. For all of what Dame has done, he's only been in one conference finals. He's obviously never been to the NBA finals and no championship. And again, there's plenty of Hall of Famers,
Tracy
really
McGrady.
great players who have no chip. McGrady, Charles Barkley, Dominique, and I'm not saying D Wade is any of those guys, but it just, I don't know. It looks funny to me. It just seems like there's so much missing. But
Yeah.
when you guys lay it out the way you did, yeah, Dame is a Hall of Famer. He has earned that. So
Yeah. Like I said, if they can get Tracy in, I mean, they got no choice but to let Dame in.
you're correct.
Literally got no choice.
You're correct.
I mean, Tracy McGrady never won a playoff series
That's
until he
What did
became
Vince
a Spur
Carter
on the
accomplish?
oh, right, until he became a bench rider with what's
Yeah. on the
What did
Spurs.
Vince Carter achieve? He played 21 seasons. What did
He's
he?
been
What
to
did
the
he
conference
achieve?
finals, right?
Yeah.
Eastern
With the
Conference
Nets.
Finals.
Yeah, with the Nets.
No, well, with the Nets as well as with Toronto against what you call it in that epic series against.
The Eastern Conference Finals?
Was that the semis or the conference finals? That epic
I think he
series
was the
against
semis.
Allen Iverson and the Sixers.
I think that was the semis. I don't think he made
Okay,
the Eastern Conference
semis.
Finals.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
But he did as a net though.
Mm-hmm,
With Jason Kidd and Kenyon
yeah,
Martin.
yeah. So, yeah, no, I've always said, and this is not the topic. We're going to get out of here in a second, but I've always said that if Vince Carter had anything close to the Kobe or MJ mindset, he probably could be the GOAT. He was that physically gifted. It wasn't here and it wasn't here. He had tiny heart syndrome.
That man was an athlete for sure.
Oh, he was a freak.
That man was an athlete.
Yeah, and I think I've heard other NBA players say it, like if Vince was like mean, if he had that thing,
Yeah.
because they say he's one of the most talented dudes ever.
That thing. My bad.
That thing, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna leave it right there because this is such an open and closed case. It doesn't even need calls. So I really appreciate you all being here tonight, man.
First time ever. We canceled the segment. First
sure.
time.
I appreciate you all calling in. I appreciate the lively chat. As always, you know what the deal is, man. If you're watching the show, we know that you talk to people in your orbit about sports. Make sure you share this with them. And we'll be back on Wednesday. Probably be back before that. But again, really appreciate the support. And remember, here on the Format Podcast,
the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
and we out. Peace.